Woman goes insane because her vibrator breaks. It's the plot of this show.
That's beautiful. Is that the tagline?
Yeah.
Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Come take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I am your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you, Mr. Pineapple?
Ambivalent.
Oh, words that I don't understand.
Tired, hungry, I smell like shit. I look like shit. I had to watch WandaVision.
All right, don't give spoilers to how you feel for that TV show.
No,
And we're joined. Shut up.
Come and make me a sandwich.
What? We're joined by Grandad Dick again.
GD.
2
All
weeks
up
on the
in,
trot.
all up in this place.
Jesus.
Combo. Two
How-
time streak.
How are you?
What's his name? The Undertaker.
Oh.
Underkeeper.
How are you, Grandad Dick? You all
I'm
right?
I'm alright.
Ah. Good.
AEW's got a character called the Underkeeper now.
What?
Because, well, he's similar to the Underkeeper because Shaq had a wrestling match, right?
Hmm.
And he got stretchered out and he was in the back of the ambulance and Tony went to interview him, but then he disappeared. So I don't know if he is the Undertaker now or what. Shaquille O'Neal, Undertaker confirmed. You heard it here first.
Can't he come back as his superhero persona? That'd be cool.
No.
Hairy Pineapple, you got one?
Are
I
you
said
not
it was a
asking-
surprise.
Asking Richard how he is.
Just did that.
I weren't listening then.
Your ears don't work.
Harry Pineapple time, yes.
Hmm.
I watched a film recently.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh God?
I know what this is going to be.
How do you know what it's going to be?
Did you watch it with Grandad Dick?
I did watch it with Grandad Dick, yeah. Oh, it's a little-known film. Never been reviewed on this podcast before, called Willy's Wonderland.
Jesus Christ. Yeah?
Just thought I'd give my thoughts on it.
Go on, then.
Nicolas Cage is alright in it, isn't he?
Great.
I've heard he doesn't speak throughout the whole film.
He doesn't. And it kind of works. You want to know,
Because
just
he's a bad actor.
the rest of the cast, it was shit.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh.
You're not good, are they?
You're talking about all the teenagers.
Yeah. There's a lot of dumb decisions in this film by said teenagers.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
There's a couple in the group of 5 or 6 teenagers. We'll call him Man because he's a man.
Right.
Right, and he's like, we're not going in there. There's a bunch of people that'll kill us, you know? And then they go in there, and then he's just like, yeah, all right, let's just fuck. While they're being watched by this animatronic. And it's like,
I mean, all this has got to get cut.
you
Just
know?
bleep it out. Just get the censoring thing.
But no, it was really, really good if you go in expecting it to be shit. If you don't go in expecting it to be some art housey Italian bollocks
Hmm.
or Citizen Kane or some shit, you're gonna have a great time.
Yeah. It's a fun film, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it does what it wants to do very well, and that's
Right.
just big shitty exploitation nonsense. He beats the shit out of a bunch of animatronic fucking animals, mate. What do you want? Pounds a bunch of energy
drinks.
His cleaning upset me at times.
He does a lot of cleaning.
Yeah.
Because there's one point where he does a cleaning montage of this toilet, and there's no way that toilet would have become that clean that quick. That would have taken multiple go-throughs.
Because you used to clean toilets.
I did. I've seen some things
Hmm.
that deeply upset me when watching that. Grandad Dick can attest to that,
Yeah.
because I was like, no, not having none of that. That's bullshit.
Maybe he's just a way better cleaner than you used to be.
Maybe it's all the energy drinks
Yeah.
he takes. It gives him some kind of powers. But it was really good. A sequel's been announced, and I'm wondering where they're going to go with that.
Right.
So, is it going to be...
How does it end?
Well,
You'll have
next
to watch
week,
it and find
Harry
out.
Pineapple.
The next week's Harry Pineapple.
Jesus Christ.
So,
God, I hate Nicolas Cage.
you've got a bunch of his films, I think.
I have, yeah.
It's really good, though. It's weird in places, the way they shot it.
Yeah.
But if you can get around that and the bad acting and, you know,
What's the
you're
name
in
of
for,
it?
you're in for a treat. So got a banging soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
And if you get around that cleaning bit,
I don't think I can.
That
mate.
thing bit will play on people's minds.
Yeah,
It did mine for sure. No tits in it though, sadly. No tits.
no tits.
No tits. Sex scene, but no tits.
Animatronic tits?
No.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it. Some lovely death. It's funny. It's funny in places, you know.
Yeah.
Pinball.
There's a pinball machine, yeah, which I believe he should be cleaning with specialised cleaning liquid, not the stuff that he was given by the people who feed people to this cult of animatronic monsters.
Right.
It's a vintage pinball machine, you know.
Just spit on it.
I want to know more about the character of Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah.
And there's answers that we need. Hopefully the sequel will address those, maybe. Who knows?
Is he going to be in it? Do we know? Is it confirmed he's going to?
Well, he's an executive producer on this one, so maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
Who knows? Who knows? Either way, highly recommendable. 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Jesus Christ.
It's good, mate. It's good.
It's not good, but it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, nice hairy pineapple, mate. Do you want to get onto a small pineapples, or have you got anything else to talk about?
Jackie Chan's alright.
He's old.
You watched a Jackie Chan film last night, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Dragons Forever. It's not just a Jackie Chan film. It's got my
Alright.
boy Sammo Hung and UMBO in.
Does.
Fucking Jackie Mark.
You're a fucking Sammo Mark.
Yeah, I might be. I want to get that pillow.
Thinking about buying Sammo Hung pillows just to confuse Judge Fudge.
Yeah. What's this fat Chinaman doing in our bed? Well, replace her with him. No, but yeah, Dragons Forever, very, very good. Everyone should watch it. Best 80s Jackie Chan film, I've heard.
Really?
88, sorry.
Right.
From the year 1988.
I was going to say, you love Wheels on Meals, mate, which is from the 80s.
I'm trying to remember what you said last night.
It's better than Police Story 2, for sure.
Anything's better than Police Story 2, though. Let's
Hey.
be fair.
Hey,
I completed Ghost of Tsushima.
Pretty time.
did you like it?
Yeah. Have you completed it, Grandad Day?
No, I struggle with a single player. I mainly played the Legend stuff.
Do you care about spoilers?
Go for it.
The death of the Mongol, the Khan, was very I don't know, just a bit meh.
No, I liked it.
It's obviously the last battle thing is against you. Is a young
Your uncle, yeah.
yeah, and it just kind of overshadowed the death of the Khan.
I think,
was,
to be
it
fair,
were over very quick.
it was always about the code, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it was about the samurai code and him becoming a ninja assassin man. But obviously, you're against the Mongolians for most of the game. And when you get to the pinnacle point in the chapter, he always runs up north. I'm going to get to another castle and take that. And then you just kind of, I don't know, it wasn't even a duel or anything. It was just like a normal enemy at the end. Like you just whack the shit out of.
I liked it.
I don't see how they can make a sequel with Jin, because I thought he was going to go to the mainland or Mongolia or something, but he just
Well, he's
he
going to be chased by the
stays.
Shogun.
Yeah.
Because well, it's going to be, right? He's being chased by the Shogun. I don't know if it'll be set in the mainland or not. Then another invasion will happen, and they're like, shit, we need some tactics to kill these fuckers. Let's get that fella that we were hunting down for the past 6 years or some shit to come and help us.
what, another Mongolian invasion.
Yeah, because there was more than one Mongolian invasion in real
Wouldn't that
life.
just be a bit boring.
No,
It's just the same game, isn't it?
it's not the same game.
I mean,
Thing is, most games nowadays, the sequels are just the same game. In all fairness, so
gameplay wise, but not. Oh, there's another Mongolian invasion, guys.
It's based on fact.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I mean, it's based on, there was a Mongolian invasion in this year. That's about it.
Oh, fucking head.
I think they should follow that Tomoe,
Why?
because she fucks off in the boat and she's an interesting character. Because Jin's just fucking boring, man.
He gets better.
He don't though.
He does.
He don't.
He does.
You don't. He has like one part of the game where he laughs, and one part of the game where he cries, and then after
Because
that,
the Shogun have took it out of him.
he took all emotion and trained him.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the game. Don't get me wrong.
It sounds
the
like
combat
it. Yeah.
and the look of the game and everything. I think the story got a bit boring after the first island because it was just like you just got to do all the stuff. again 3 times because you unlock 3 different parts of the island. Mate, come on. The Mongolian guy just ran to a different castle. He just kept going up north more.
It was invading all of the fucking island.
Yeah, but he had no... He was just like, I'm a big guy. He had no interesting character complex.
He did.
I'm talking
Well,
about Bobby Lashley.
He chops your mate's head off. Bah! No head.
he did chop your mate's head off, didn't he?
And he built you a little grappling hook, mate. Who's gonna repair your grappling hook? Not him, because he's got no head. No head, mate.
I don't know.
No head. Dead.
No head dead.
Grappling hook no more. Body hit
I-
the floor.
I think
Because
they
it's not being
should.
repaired.
They should just have a different hero every game and set it in different periods of Japanese history.
I think you're just a nerd.
I just want a Sengoku, Ghost of Sengoku.
Dragon Ball nerd.
Dragon Ball. What? But yeah, Ghost of boring character.
I mean, I found him extremely boring, in all fairness. That's why I struggle with a single player. I got
3 out of 5.
A what?
Look at him.
What did you say?
3 out of 5.
Why are you not rating it out of 7, for one?
I don't know. We don't deserve a 7. 3 out of 7.
3 out of 7?
That's worse than 3 out of 5. 4 out of 7. There we go.
That is ridiculous.
For story, 6 out of 7 for gameplay.
It's actually
7.
a legend.
7 out of 7 for grass. It's got some
There
good
is some
grass.
good grass in it. Can't deny that.
Should we get on small pineapples?
No.
Have I pissed you off?
Yeah.
Good. This episode's going to be good. Right. Trailers. Boom, 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 boom. Thunder Force.
This looks like shit, doesn't it?
Fuck
It
you,
does,
Mr.
yeah.
Pineapple.
If I had to watch the fucking thing, you two did.
I mean, the thumbnail, Melissa McCarthy, was on the thumbnail. You could have just gone, nope. Name a good film she's in.
Spy.
Spy, because of Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I can't watch it because she's in it.
Bridesmaids, because she's not in it that much.
Bridesmaids, not a good
Shut up, you tart.
film.
The only film of hers I tolerate is the puppet one. Happy Time Murders, is it?
Oh, that's meant to be garbage, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it.
I can't figure out what else she's in, if I'm being honest. I'm struggling.
She's in Ghostbusters, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a film.
And
She's
any
in-
film where she needs to joke about a groin.
Identity theft.
Oh, with Jason Bateman?
Bateman? Yeah.
Oh, she's in The Heat with Sandy B. I've not
Yeah.
seen that, but I do love Sandy B.
And she's in that one where she plays an older version of herself as well or something.
Oof.
Oh, what's he in Benjamin Button? Or whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
The costumes in this trailer though, the superhero costumes reminded me of Nia Jax's wrestling attire.
Yes. Yeah.
I could imagine her being in it, yeah. I like the shitty CG, especially where she's picking up things like a bus and stuff.
Yeah. And
Oh.
she's like, I really want to throw a bus. And she's like, don't throw a bus. But she throws a bus.
Humor.
Humor.
Who likes these films? They keep getting made with.
They get watched by many, many people on Netflix because they put their films out to aim to the lowest common denominator, which is dumb people.
I was gonna say stupid people.
Fat empowered women. Who said that?
I don't know if it's trying to be a spoof or not, or what.
No, it's not that smart.
No, it's just a
No.
yeah.
The bit with the groin thing. No.
The women have groins. Who knows? Yeah, it looks bad. I didn't like watching it, and you made us watch it.
Yeah.
Well done, Mr. Pineapple. You've got one back at us, I guess. Without remorse, though, this is Michael B. Jordan shooting a lot of people.
This
Yeah.
is Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
I have issues with this trailer. He gets shot by like one or two men at the beginning of the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then the woman's like, when he's on the gurney, that bastard's got some serious skills and he can take out anyone on his own. Bitch, please, he just got shot by two men. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
The film's already ruined for me just because of that idiotic sentiment.
Well, I like the bit where he touches a car that's on fire and doesn't get hurt.
I like the bit where he sits in the car that's on fire with the guy.
The
Yeah.
swimming pool bit looked fun though. Come here. You come in for a swim.
I don't remember any of these trailers, to be completely honest.
The main thing I remembered was it's just another John Wick film, really, isn't it?
Tom Clancy Wick.
Yeah.
Remember when Splinter Cell games were a thing?
Oof.
Yeah. Chaos Theory. It's a
You
good
know.
game.
It's been an age, hasn't it, since one of those fuckers has been made.
Don't
Hmm.
mention it. Splinter Cell fans will get us.
I'm saying it's a bad
Hmm.
thing. Splinter Cell games are
Yeah, I
alright,
know.
if you like stealth stuff, which I don't. So good.
I mean, you played stealth on Ghost, didn't you, pussy boy?
No, I didn't.
You did.
I had an act.
Next trailer, Bad Trip.
Oh, this is another trailer that we watched.
Yeah. The
yeah.
Jackass-esque.
It's by the Bad Grandpa people, the Johnny Knoxville one.
Yeah.
Looks shit, doesn't it?
It looked like it'd be obvious that it were just a film, by the way all the cameras were blatantly next to the crowd of people.
Yeah.
Ice cream van.
I didn't hear it, mate.
Oh, good.
Now you just look like a crazy person.
I thought you were trying to explain how the cameras would be there, that they were going to be in an ice cream van.
So have a disguise them. Ice cream van. Get it on set. But yeah, it's just Jackass shitter.
Yeah. It's also Netflix, I believe.
Yeah. The next one looks interesting, maybe, but the trailer weren't really anything. Voyagers.
I only included this one to bulk up the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like,
I didn't like the look of this.
this is our future. A lot of people going into space on a space bus, some would say. And then they drink blue water and fucking and killing. That was the trailer.
I saw this trailer before Mr. P linked it to me.
Oh,
Yeah. 'Cause I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
this looks cool. I was wrong. Never judge a video by its thumbnail. But yeah, I just like, it's going to be one of those shit films that's up its own arse. Because I get the feeling the whole plot's going to be they drink the blue stuff to keep the young people docile while they're in space. The young people are like, let's not drink this anymore. And then,
Fuck.
fucking kill and burn their hands and stuff.
Colin Farrell's in it, though.
Yeah, he's in Thingy though, isn't he? Harry Potter.
That is true.
No cons in that series. Or is that just the original series? Does that include Fantastic Beasts?
I
No,
believe it was just the original stuff.
Are you getting the Empress and Judge Fudge back to review the Fantastic Beasts films?
No.
No.
I'm on holiday that week.
And last trailer, Aliens Fireteam. This looks like what Colonial Marines should have been. That god awful game. What's with 3-player games? Why are they like booming at the moment for some reason?
Because statistically, people only have 2 friends, and that's a fact.
That might be a fact. I don't fucking know.
It's easier to get 3 people together than 4.
But what if you got 4 friends?
They should make it so you can play it with 2 to 5 or something like that. Make it scalable. Look at Zombies. That does like 1 to 4.
It's not though. It's only 3-player. I watched the gameplay with the developers, and they're like, "No, only 3-player." Sillies. Looks alright though. I want to kill loads of aliens.
It's just gonna be Left 4 Dead, isn't it? Left 3 Alien.
That's what they said on the gameplay thing. That's weird. Don't like that.
No, I haven't seen the video. Just seen it.
The IGN guy, would it be alright if I compared this game to Left 4 Dead, but Left 3 Alien? And the guy was like, "Yeah, I guess." Yeah.
I want a good Alien game. The last good one was AVP.
Isolation.
I mean, Alien Isolation is good, but it's not my kind of game. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Spooky game.
Yeah.
This looks alright though. Shoot loads of aliens.
You could do that
Some
in Colonial
androids
Marines.
as well. Yeah, but come on. Do you want to do it in Colonial Marines?
No. They bring back a dead character in that game.
They did so many things wrong in that game, so probably. News time. Here we go. The Mutants in development at Marvel Studios.
New one.
So it came from a very reliable source who's kind of leaked and predicted like everything that's happened in the Marvel film so far. So
Is it
probably
Stanley.
it's probably Stanley, yeah, from the grave. No, it's probably someone who works at Marvel who's
Probably
just
both of
created a Twitter account being like, haha. But yeah, he says that Marvel's got, I think it was like 5 new films in development, but only one's got a confirmed title at the moment, and it's The Mutants, which is going to be the first dive into the X-Men franchise from Marvel. Yeah.
Not the first dive into the X-Men franchise, is it though, mate? WandaVision.
Don't do that. You want me to stab you? They're calling it The Mutants, though. They said that they weren't going to use the word mutant.
What?
That's the thing.
I don't care.
Well, then
Why
call them miracles and then just like, oh, Wanda was one all along.
Well, what have they called them? MCU? Enhanced, is it? That's what
we
they
had-
called them in Age of Ultron.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They
When
call them
Cap's
miracles
like-
as well, aren't they?
Yeah, Cap's like, we've got 2 enhanced on the field. And Quicksilver runs like, "Ooh." That's what he does. That's all he does.
That's a bad film.
Marvel. It is a bad
Very
film.
bad film.
But yeah, X-Men coming to Marvel.
Excited? Not excited? Who's going to be in it?
I do like X-Men.
Wise?
Just depends on who the cast as Wolverine, doesn't it? Not bothered about anyone else.
Rowan Atkinson.
The guy who plays Homelander. Homeland? Is that his name?
Homelander.
Yeah. He put a
right.
picture up on
Right.
Instagram. No, mate. He put a picture up on Instagram of someone who photoshopped him as Wolverine. And I like.
No.
He's not grimy and rugged enough. And
Have you seen that one TV show where he plays a cop with a beard?
you mean Banshee?
Yep.
It's a show that I tell everybody they need to watch, and nobody listens to me. It's absolutely amazing. There's tits in it, Mr. Pineapple.
I know.
Have you watched it?
No, I've seen tits, though.
Oh,
Lana's tits are in it. The wrestler.
What?
nice.
Really? I need to watch Banshee.
You do.
See, I sold it to him. You've been trying all these years. Boom. Wrestler tits.
Right. More Marvel news. Thor, the god of love and thunder, whatever it's called. There's been a play scene leaked, like the play scene in Ragnarok, where Matt Damon plays Loki and that other guy's Thor, and there's Sam Neill. They're doing that again. So Matt Damon's back, Sam Neill's back, the other guy, who's Chris Hemsworth's brother, but he's not important. And Melissa McCarthy
I'm gonna vomit.
is in it, playing a fictionalized
Superhero royalty
version.
now, isn't she? Superhero
Yeah,
royalty.
she's getting in there, isn't she? She's playing Hela, obviously a fictionalized version.
She's going to be cast as Jean Grey in Mutants.
Ugh.
Imagine. She's going to be cast as a blob. We're going to
Hey,
gender bend it.
no, that's a gender bending I'm happy with.
Well,
She's very gelatinous, isn't she?
Wibbly wobbly Melissa on a plate.
You poke her and it ripples for hours.
it's all the shit she's filled with.
Fat shaming.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Um,
they shouldn't
so-
have cast her as Hela if they didn't want us to fat shame her. You know what I mean?
oh, is that what it is? Right.
Because she's going to be like, Hela weren't fat, but I'm hella fat.
Oh God, yeah.
Probably going to have to.
I don't like that.
Get me out.
But
So we're back after Grandad Dick had to take a very important phone call. What did we get to?
Talk about Melissa
we
McCarthy.
talked about Melissa McCarthy, yeah.
Hella fat.
There were some other set photos. Thor's got some goats, big old goats.
Are they demonic looking or?
Did you not look at the set photos I sent you?
No, I meant to.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Aliens trailer either. I was going to do it all this morning, but I woke up a minute before we started recording.
You silly sausage.
Just not being able to sleep properly.
The set photo is basically just a big goat head. But
Is it in the group chat?
yeah. Meek's in the set photo as well, so he's coming by.
That's a big goat head.
Yeah, but Thor in the comics has two big goats that pulls his chariot, so we're gonna get to see that, and I'm very happy, because I like goats. They're cool. Bruce Campbell, is he in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness? Who knows? He
will be.
well, you heard it here first.
It's a Sam Raimi film. Of course he's going to be in it.
Yeah, well, he put a picture on Twitter of just a cityscape. I think it's, I don't know where it is. I don't know why I'm trying to even decipher where that is. But he put, boy, it was a blast working in a certain city with a certain director on a certain movie with a certain actor. It sure was. So everyone's like, yeah, he's cool though.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell's great.
Oh, it's London. There's a London eye. Yeah, and they're filming in London right now apparently. So cool stuff.
Bruce Campbell makes everything 27% better.
27%.
Put him in a film which 27% better than it'd be if he weren't in it. And if it's directed by Sam Raimi, then that doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Science.
Sure. The Falcon costume in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show is apparently going to be more Tony Stark-ized. That's the official wording they used.
No, I don't like that.
How do you feel about that?
Nope.
Mr. Pineapple.
He's dead. Leave him dead. Don't shoehorn him into everything.
You're not a massive fan of Iron Man, are you?
No.
Even when it's a TV show about Captain America, basically, they're still pushing that Iron Man clout. Robert Downey Jr. said the other day he's never going to say never to returning as Iron Man, so that's always fun.
You'll be fine.
Mr. Pineapple's going to rage. The Boys talking about costumes and such, we got a first look at Soldier Boy's costume, which is that guy from Supernatural.
Jensen Ackles.
That's the one. His character. It weren't him in the set photos. It was his body double. But yeah, it looks
Body double.
just like an American flag plastered on a costume, basically.
Mm.
It's going to be good, though. I really like the boys.
It's banging.
Probably the best superhero stuff going at the moment.
Yeah.
Doesn't take a lot, though, does it? Talking about superhero stuff, we've got Justice, guys.
Oh
A
my.
lot of it.
Oh my.
Are you ready?
No.
So, the new Justice League is going to be divided into 6 chapters. They released all the names. Just give me a sec. So, part 1 is going to be called Don't Count on It, Batman. Part 2, The Age of Heroes. Part 3, Beloved Mother, Beloved Son. Part 4, Change Machine. Part 5, All the King's Horses. And part 6, Something Darker.
Who's this? Is this animated series or comics or?
Oh no, this is the Snyder Cut.
Oh, no.
Justice
I
League.
thought you were talking about something relevant.
We got some plot synopsis for Justice League 2 and 3.
Why are they making more?
We're not, but following the events of Justice League, the team reassembles to deal with a natural disaster, but ultimately go their separate ways as they each have things to deal with in their personal lives. Lex, meanwhile, is assembling a team, tracking down Dr. Poison, Captain Cold, Orm, and Black Manta. The villain puts a group together with the aim of destroying the Justice League. Oh, is that it?
So I'm assuming the villain was going to be Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh no, at this point. I mean, they're not getting made, so it doesn't
Good.
really matter. Even Zack Snyder said he were done with it. So, you know. Anyway, we got some Justice League investigation statements. We've talked about this quite a lot. The Ray Fisher versus Warner Brothers, mainly Joss Whedon being a big racist man, apparently. Let's go. Du-du-du. So Warner Media responded with a statement backing Hamanda, whoever that is. Once again, they are false statements being made about our executives and our company surrounding the recent Justice League investigation. As we have stated before, an extensive and thorough third-party investigation was conducted. Our executives, including Walter Hamanda, fully cooperated. No evidence was found on any interference whatsoever, and Warner Brothers did not lie to the press. It's time to stop saying otherwise and moving forward productively. I am disappointed by continued public statements made suggesting that Walter Hamanda in any way interfered with Justice League investigation. He did not. I interviewed him extensively on more than one occasion and specifically interviewed him concerning his very limited interaction with Mr. Fisher. I found Mr. Hamanda credible and forthcoming. I concluded that he did nothing that impeded or interfered with the investigation. To the contrary, the information that he provided was useful and advanced the investigation. Ray Fisher didn't like this, did he? He tweeted, as I said from the start, Walter Hamanda attempted to interfere with the Justice League investigation. He was unsuccessful in doing so because I did not allow him to. Having the investigator make a statement claiming there was no interference is purposely misleading and desperate. And then he put out what seems like a final statement about the whole thing. Are you ready?
Go on then.
Whew. So he tweeted this with the caption, "Just read." Please read even. Prior to the Justice League reshoots of 2017, racial discrimination conversations were had and entertained on multiple occasions by Warner Brothers. Pictures executives Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, and John Berg. Had I been aware of these conversations in real time, I would have addressed them in real time. However, it wasn't until the summer of 2020 that individuals who were in those meetings felt comfortable sharing with me what they had witnessed firsthand. When it comes to a matter involving race, I always try to give the benefit of the doubt to those who may be ignorant to their own basis. But when you have a studio executive, particularly Jeff Johns, saying, "We can't have an angry black man at the center of the movie. And then those executives use their power to reduce and remove all black people from that movie. He's in it though, isn't he? So that doesn't make any sense. They have no longer entitled to any benefit associated with doubt. Toby, Jeff, and John were not ignorant on their biases. They understood well that the racist rhetoric that they chose to entertain in those messages were offensive, discriminative, and unacceptable. Furthermore, they dared not to speak to those things with me, nor to any black person associated with the film. Instead, they chose the cowardly route of gaslighting, complete with extremely problematic requests such as asking me to play Cyborg like Quasimodo and forcing a scene to be reshot so they could highlight the existence of Cyborg's penis. Unfortunately, those were just some of the issues. We know that the leadership at Warner Bros. Pictures lied to the cast and crew about Justice League and to the world about Zack Snyder picking Joss Whedon to finish the film. The truth will continue to reveal itself as it does. There will be likely be attempts to shift blame completely onto Kevin Tsuchihara, probably not how you say his name, and Joss Whedon. But make no mistake, Jeff Johns worked intimately with Joss to overhaul the entire Justice League script, and while Jeff was not credited as co-writer of the film, he was certainly an enforcer of a race-based discrimination that occurred during the conversations with Toby and John. Zack Snyder's Justice League stands as proof of an opposition to that discrimination. I am indebted to a just thanks everyone who's stood by him.
So, my first question through all this is Cyborg's penis. I don't remember seeing that scene.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah.
I want to see it then.
Maybe Batman's like, "You got a dick then, lad?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got a dick."
You're on the team.
And then Wonder Woman just looks at the floor really sad.
Maybe they make Gal Gadot just look at his crotch area and go, "That's the existence." I don't remember them addressing his penis though.
Deleted scene.
The outtakes on the credits. What do you think about all this, Mr. Pineapple?
I think it's bollock.
Oh.
Person.
What part? All of
it. Anything that comes out of Ray Fisher's mouth.
Right.
Glad we got my hot take on the story there.
So we think he's just all making it up because he's not as famous as he wants to be, or?
I think it's all bullshit.
Bullshit? In Hollywood?
Joss Whedon, no, he is a bit of a complicated guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been getting in trouble lately, anyway. Firing pregnant ladies and stuff. Or Charisma Carpenter.
Being obsessed with tits.
Isn't everyone, though?
Mr. Pineapple is, for sure.
Most people are.
But yeah, hopefully this is the last we hear of this fucking bullshit.
Justice League.
Hopefully he just quietly disappears.
Talking about Amber Heard has not been fired or replaced in Aquaman 2 following the Amber Turd Association.
It's bollocks, isn't it?
I read this on the notes and I was like, it angered me. Like,
if you fire on one side, you've got to fire the other.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. Like,
she won it though, didn't she?
Yeah, no,
but still, it's well known that she's like an abuser.
Yeah.
Not in the eyes of the law.
It's disgusting. Like,
we'll have to see if the actors refuse to work with her or something.
Well, Jason Momoa all up a cunt, didn't he?
Sorry?
All up for a cunt.
Oh, right.
Who knows? We'll hear more of it, I'm sure. Dead people, though. We've actually got some this week. Selfish bastards didn't want to die last week, did they?
You give Mr. Pineapple ideas. He'll have a list of we've got no deaths this week. You're almost dead. I'm coming for you.
Ian St. John.
Yes.
Who's this G?
Was a Scottish football player.
Yeah.
Played for my beloved Liverpool.
They're not doing too well, though, are they?
Nope. Not at all.
Carry on.
He played for him for 10 years, Helped get us up there.
When did he play from?
61 to 71.
Oh, they're years before I was born.
Yeah. And then he became a manager and a pundit after his career died down. Yeah.
How did he die down?
Just as after a long illness, aged 82.
And who's Nicola Paget?
Your mum. What?
Oh,
She's a British actress lady.
Yeah. What was she in?
Upstairs, Downstairs.
Oh.
You know the show Upstairs, Downstairs.
Mm.
What else? Let's have a look. She's in some things like The Persuaders, Danger Man, Sweeney, you know.
And how did she die?
Brain tumour.
Oh, you don't like them tumours on your brain, do you?
Age 75.
Big boy news.
What?
I don't know. I think I just had a stroke. But yeah, they're the dead people. Rest in peace, or whatever. Next two bits of news are a bit weird. Newfound Glory guitarist convicted in child porn case. Mr. Pineapple put
And a
this
bunch
on
of child
this.
porn, and he's been found guilty. Never heard of the band. Just wanted to flesh out the podcast into more child abuse territory.
Nice.
But yeah, anybody who does any like weird kiddie shit definitely needs.
Beheading.
Yeah, because it's peculiar and wrong and weird.
Peculiar is a word for it. Multiple women accuse T.I. and Tiny Harris for assault.
Who?
I also want to branch out into more of the adult assault
Yeah,
areas as well.
I like T.I. He's funny in them oh my god, in them Ant-Man films.
Funny in them offices when he's raping women and all, isn't he, mate? Him and his tiny wife.
He's only been accused.
Multiple women have come forward,
Multiple money-wanting bitches, some would say.
and these women don't know each other. They've never had interactions with each other.
Everyone knows everyone now. They're all in the let's get T.I. cult.
So he's not going to be an Ant-Man 3.
No, he's not. Sadly.
Sadly. He's a
Yeah.
fucking raper.
You don't know that yet.
Dude,
Alleged.
I was one of those women.
But yeah, Grandad Dick, he was an Ant-Man in his little team of friends.
I don't remember much of his team other than the guy who talks the really long story and the like Eastern European fella.
Or he's the other one.
So you can remember 2/3 of the team.
He can't
I
remember
must-
the black guy.
No, it's just like I'm obviously watch the film like that guy's a rapist. I'm not going to remember him.
He's the,
What's your name? Jeff Johns?
the getaway. He's like the getaway driver.
He's also a rapper. The Division is being adapted into a film. The game.
The game.
Yes.
Tom Clancy one, right?
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's all over this episode. Yeah. Director Rawson Marshall Thurber.
Classic name. What else has Rawson directed?
Let's have a look, shall we? I know it's starring your boy Jake Gyllenhaal.
Nice.
I've seen Heath Ledger spin his ass off. Good times.
Such a weird name, isn't it? God, he looks weird as well. Central Intelligence, Skyscraper, We Are the Millers, and Dodgeball, apparently.
He did direct Dodgeball, did he?
That's what I'm being told, mate.
Well, yeah. So he's directed comedy films, and now he's making Tom Clancy's The Division.
Yeah. Why not?
All right.
Hugh Grant and Sophia Lillis added to D&D. Can't remember if this is a series or a film. It's probably a series. No, it's got Hugh Grant in it. It's a film. Michelle Rodriguez is in it now, and Chris Pine. It's getting a big cast. You were?
She definitely smelled in real life.
Oh, yeah. Hugh Grant is apparently playing the villain. Could be any villain from D&D. How do you feel about this, Grandad Dick? You're a D&D man.
Do we know what? I mean, you are as well, you great big nerd.
Oh,
And Mr. Pineapple, he was a turtle once.
he was a turtle.
I'm a big fan of D&D.
Ice cream.
Is it going to be just a film about the D&D setting? Like, because there is quite a lot of story behind, like, you can buy the book and run the adventure from the book stuff. Is it going to be about that and the characters from that? Or is it going to be like that really old D&D film that they did before where it was about people getting sucked off into a different reality and having to become warriors and mages and shit?
Oh, so I don't think there's any like news on what it's actually going to be like. I think it's just purely speculation. But I want to see Chris Pine, Hugh Grant, Michelle Rodriguez, and this other bitch
Melly Rodriguez.
sat round a table just playing a game of D&D for 3 hours.
I mean, they could do what do you call it, couldn't they? They could make it like what's it called now? Harmon Quest. If you either of you have ever seen that, it's
No.
brilliant. You should. I mean, because we're UK based, we basically can't watch it anywhere. But it's Dan Harmon, who obviously does Rick and Morty and all that stuff.
He does Community.
And yeah,
You'll find.
he does
Rick and
Community.
Morty.
Jesus Christ.
No, who does Rick and Morty then?
He does Rick and Morty.
Oh, He's trolling me.
But he does Community, which is
yeah.
infinitely better.
Yes. Basically, he gets him, his friend, who's a professional dungeon master, his wife, someone he does a lot of work with, and then every week there's a different celebrity guest, and they sit and play D&D. But the majority, rather than just being like Critical Role where you're watching people play D&D, apart from the bit where you cut to them where they're making banter, they animate what they do. So you're watching they've done the whole campaign, and it's an animated series.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it could be like that where it starts off with all sitting around the table, and then wiggle, fade, transition, and it's them, rather than watching them roleplay it out, you watch it unfold that way.
Maybe it's like a horror film, and Hugh Grant's abducted these other people, and they have to play D&D with him, and it's like a really intense, like every roll of the dice is just like insane.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. It could be anything at this point. What do you think, Mr. Pineapple?
Is it on Netflix?
Why do you care?
I don't know. You asked me what I thought.
Would you like to see Hugh Grant in an orgy?
I've already seen him in an orgy.
Nice. Next bit of news. Borderlands cast Ariana Greenblatt, the person that played young Gamora in Infinity War, as Tiny Tina. Great. I don't think she's been in anything else apart from Infinity War. So.
Don't know.
She didn't really do much in that film, did she?
No.
Just like she gets
knife.
Yeah, knifed.
Was it worth it?
No.
That's a line from the film.
Yeah. It's like their only line. I mean, I think the Borderlands film's going to be.
What?
I just think it is.
Is it because it got Jack Black to voice?
What's the thing? The people who are going to want to watch the people at the target audience of this film is going to be the people who play the games. If you want to appeal to them, as cool as Jack Black is, cast him as someone else and just put the person who did Claptrap's voice as Claptrap. Whenever any Borderlands, I've spoken to any Borderlands fans about this, that's all they ever say. I love Jack Black, but Claptrap.
Yeah.
I think that just is a big, like...
I don't like Kevin Hart playing Roland as well.
He's not serious enough.
Yeah.
Roland wasn't a comedic character.
Yeah, he's like one of the only serious ones.
We're going to have...
You didn't see him get killed though at some point, so it's all good.
True. If he even goes down that route, they might just keep him alive. It's Kevin Hart, isn't it? Big star power to kill off.
Is every female character.
Yeah. Speaking about video games though, and people that are in them, The Miz isn't in Mortal Kombat, but he wants to be Johnny Cage.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
He basically is Johnny Cage, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's his whole wrestling persona. So, yeah. Other casting news: Pinocchio, the live-action version, adds Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jiminy Cricket and Cynthia Erivo as a Blue Fairy.
Classic fairy maneuver, that, innit? Classic.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jiminy Cricket.
I don't think he's small enough.
He is a small man, to be fair.
But not that small.
He's not Tom Cruise small, though, is he?
I just found to make that
He's a small man.
He's got the swagger for it, I guess.
For playing a cricket.
Yeah. He is a swaggy cricket, mate.
That cricket swagger.
So is this the next live-action Disney film that they're doing? That
I think there's like 4 fucking Pinocchio films in development at the minute.
There's Guillermo del Toro's, which is a weird animated one. Then there's this one. Little Mermaid's coming out as well, isn't it?
Oh. That's got Melissa McCarthy in.
Yeah? It's like Ariel. Anyway, let's move on. Other Disney news. Star Wars. Boom, 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 boom. Obi-Wan adds Indira Varma, the lady from Game of Thrones. Pedro Pascal's wife.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, she's in Luther, isn't she? Luther and Torchwood and other odd BBC small bits.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
I think so.
We agree here at Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour. We agree.
But she is a woman with the 3 daughters in Game of Thrones that all get viciously murdered, and she's married to the head man. Maybe she's going to be a Mandalorian.
She's in Bride and Prejudice.
That's all you need to know, isn't it?
Little Britain.
Little Britain. Ah, nice.
Told you she's in a load of yeah, it is her. Torchwood. She's in loads of random little BBC shit.
Nice.
Hustle.
I remember that show.
Rangers of the New Republic, the live-action series that was supposed to be Cara Dune's forefront. It's replacing her with Hera Syndulla. I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's from one of the animated shows, though. Proceed. Animated show like us.
I've not seen it.
She's from Rebels.
Right.
She's the
Green
captain
alien.
of the ship.
The Ghost.
Yeah, which you see in Rogue One
You do.
in the
You
Battle of
do.
Scarif.
Oh, is it in Rogue One? I know it's in
It's in Rogue One.
Rise of Skywalker.
It's in Rogue One.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, where all the ships are like there.
Yeah.
I'll look at that one.
Is she a good character?
She's a great character. Everyone in Rebels is fucking banging, mate.
If you were
Everyone
going to
loves
rate
Rebels.
all the crew members, where would she be?
Come back to me in a week after I've rewatched it.
Nice. Bill Burr. I like him. One of my favourite actors from The Mandalorian. But he defended Gina, didn't he? Just had to do it, didn't he?
Can I link this to a topic we've talked about before?
Go on then.
Because obviously she's been fired for. I know she likened herself to a Jewish person, etc., etc. Not that it's not a good hot take, that one. But if she gets fired for this, why? Like, there's just such weird Amber Heard again. Like, you look at what she's done compared to Amber Heard. I don't get it. Like, I don't agree with her views, but
It's kind of with a James Gunn thing as well. He said some fucked up shit on Twitter before.
yeah, that was ages ago, wasn't it? And
I don't know. It seems like if an actor's really left wing, they get praised like loads by the entertainment industry. But if they go right wing a bit, that's it. They're done for. I know she said some stuff about the Holocaust and stuff, but nah.
still a lot of shit I disagree with, but still.
Bill Burr said, unless she did some truly horrible shit or said overtly racist shit, I don't know. I think there's just too many channels, and then you gotta do sensational shit. You like saying shit? I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm on that fucking show. Now I've got to watch the way I fucking talk. She's an absolute sweetheart, super nice fucking person. And somehow someone will take this video and they'll make me say something else and try to get rid of my bald action figure. It's how it is out there. It's fucking crazy times. People just waiting, laying in the weeds. I love him. I still love him. He's great.
He's interesting.
Great guy.
He's bald.
He is. He has a bald action figure. Just quickly, I'm gonna have a look at Golden Globes results. All right. Yeah.
Best foreign picture.
I'm quite happy with the results, to be fair. Okay, Chadwick Boseman won. That's a bit. Yeah. Do you think he's gonna get an Oscar, Chadwick Boseman?
Well, you probably.
Yeah. So, actress in motion picture went to Andrea Day. The Unit.
Who?
What? I don't know. The United States versus Billie Holiday.
Oh, right.
Chadwick Boseman won actor. Chloe Zhao won director.
Zhao.
Nomadland.
Zhao.
Nomadland also won drama motion picture. We've got Minari won foreign language film.
Just bollocks, innit?
Why, mate?
Because it's an American production, god damn it.
That shows how good it is. It wins over the foreign language films as well.
Did it piss you off too?
But the guy I want to talk about is my boy Sacha Baron Cohen,
Oh.
who won for Borat. He won Best Actor in Musical or Comedy. Borat won Best Musical or Comedy Motion Picture. And what else did he win? He won something else. Screen? No, he didn't win Screenplay.
Why
I
is
just won two.
motion? Why is it musical
Because
slash
it's
comedy?
Golden Globes and it's weird.
I'm happy Hamilton didn't win anything.
Hamilton.
Yeah, but it's not from
You've
this
seen
year,
it
is it?
live.
I have. I could have taped that live recording and it would have got some fucking Golden Globe nominations. Bullshit. The Trial of Chicago 7 won screenplay, which
in that,
I'm
wasn't
happy about.
Aaron Sorkin, Tosser.
Do you not like him?
Just a prick, innit?
Right, okay. Jodie Foster won supporting actress.
Never heard of her.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great lady.
Rosamund Pike won for that film
The Care film.
Yeah, that's always fun, isn't it? Soul won, obviously, for original score and animated feature.
It's really, the score is lovely though, to be fair.
Yeah. Jason Sudeikis won in actor in musical or comedy TV show
Should have been Eugene Levy for Schitt's Creek.
Really? But I thought you really liked this TV show he's in.
I did, but I love Schitt's Creek more.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, Schitt's Creek won musical comedy TV show. So.
Yeah, season 6. It won Best Actress as well.
Has it won that like so many years in a row now?
No.
I thought it won a shitload of awards last year.
Emmys.
Oh, was it Emmys? Yeah.
Get your fucking facts together, mate. Come on, man.
Mark Ruffalo and John Boyega won some
John Boyega won for them Channel BBC One things.
protest.
Spear.
But yeah, they're just some Golden Globe results.
He
Who
won for-
cares?
He won for having a shit beard.
The only thing we care about is Bullet Train.
Pow, 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 pow.
It's got some set photos. By set photos, I mean set photo. Brad Pitt, white t-shirt. He's a bit beaten up, isn't he? I'm excited to see Brad Pitt in another action film. It's been a while.
I like Brad Pitt.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
I like it when he eats food.
I like him in that one film, True Romance.
Hellsing, live action film in the works with John Wick writer for Amazon Studios. Don't know if anyone watched the anime, so
Wait, what did you say?
Hellsing, the
No.
anime.
No.
Cool.
Oh,
I don't watch anime.
I
No.
thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
an animated
Yeah.
version of the freaking Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and Helsing. I forgot Helsing was its own anime. I'm an idiot.
We agree. I have hot take. We at Mr. Pineapple's Wonder I agree.
I mean, this morning I was downstairs and I was looking at the washing rack and I was like, holy shit, that's a really cool Mandalorian t-shirt. When did Emily get herself that? I wish it was mine. And I asked her and she's like, no, that is yours. I got you for Christmas. And I'm like, nice! Present that I got twice. I'm losing it.
The dementia setting in.
Yeah.
Finally. He's hit that stage, guys. Jesus.
We'll put him out to pasture after the episode.
I mean, the Helsing anime is good. Back on track.
Yeah. Oh, have you watched it? Right.
Yeah. I like the abridged version more because it's funny as fuck.
The abridged version. Yeah, they're doing a live action film with John Wick, writer for Amazon Studios. Who would you like to see play Hellsing?
Keanu Reeves.
For fuck's sake.
I don't know actually. Tom Hiddleston maybe.
Oh.
There's only one correct answer, and it's, of course, Jamie Bell.
He was in one of them trailers. Why didn't you talk about him?
Can't remember. Oh, he was in that one.
The space one,
He went.
maybe.
He was in the other one.
Which one?
I can't remember.
Oh. He went in the Melissa McCarthy one, were he?
I think he was in the Michael B. Jordan one. I think he
Oh,
played
that
the guy
one.
in suit.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Suit guy.
Soup guy.
Go on down then. Go on down.
He was in a bowl of soup.
Suit guy.
No.
No, suit man.
Steven Spielberg and Stranger Things creators for Stephen King's The Talisman series for Netflix.
How many more Stephen King adaptations do we need to not be successful?
He likes drugs.
Well, that's true.
Don't we all? I know I do.
Does anyone know about The Talisman, what it's about?
Jack Torrance goes to the Overlook Hotel,
Mm.
and all work, no play makes Homer something.
I've got Golden Globe results twice on here. I think I was supposed to talk about them now, after all the news. Should we get on to Big Pineapple? WandaVision. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
It was Agatha all along.
Spoilers. We're obviously going to be talking spoilers. Looking at the whole series, the references, the characters, the red people and the white people. Who said that? We're just going to do kind of a general discussion, but I've got talking points, as we've done before. But first of all, I want to ask Mr. Pineapple, what do you think the plot was, mate? The guy who's perfect for this, because you love this TV show so much.
Woman goes insane because her vibrator breaks. It's the plot of this show.
That's beautiful. Is that the tagline?
Yeah.
Nice. So WandaVision. Got Wanda Maximoff after the events. After her she dies, doesn't she?
She gets stabbed, didn't she?
Yeah. And Vision gets head fucked.
Yeah, he gets his thing ripped out.
So this is obviously the latest in the timeline of Marvel.
Yeah.
She's back. Where is she? In a TV show thing. Let's talk about it. So, should we go with favourite and least favourite episode first?
Sure.
Sure. Who wants to go first? Mr. Pineapple?
Takes
I am looking at tape.
no chocolate
You
mousse this
bastard.
episode. I'm so disappointed. Why don't you
Come
go
on,
first,
mate.
Tony?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Favorite episode is probably episode 8,
Top.
the one where they look back at Wanda's past.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's pretty solid.
So this is after the big reveal of Agatha Harkness being her nosy neighbour character in the sitcom TV show world that they're in. Agatha Harkness is obviously the big bad witch mentor woman in the comics. And in this episode, she takes Wanda for a little journey into her past. And, you know, I like this because we get to see more, because we've not really seen like anything of Wanda and Quicksilver's past. We've only heard her say, yeah, Tony Stark killed our parents, basically.
Yeah. There was no real substance to them other than you see them in a end credit scene.
Yeah, in the box.
Yeah.
The 2 separate boxes. And Quicksilver looks very big for some reason.
The big boy.
But yeah, it takes you back into, obviously, when she was a kid in Sokovia. And we get to see all the sitcom stuff and why this whole show's... It just explains a lot, basically. It explains all of it. Why the show's based in this sitcom world. And then... But the bit I really liked was her showing her first kind of like probability power with the bomb and her making it not go off. And the bit in the Hydra facility I liked because it showed, obviously, her getting the connection with the Mind Stone, which is obviously Vision's forehead stone in it as well. So it kind of shows a link between her and Vision already. Yeah, and it's just I think it's one of the most solid episode throughout it all. It's probably because it steps away from the weird sitcom what the fuck's going off to full Marvel.
Yeah.
This is what's happening, and yeah, I just liked it, exploring Scarlet Witch's background, and we get to see the first glimpse of her in a comic book outfit, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it shows her Scarlet Witch's full intentions and stuff. And we get to see like some cute shit between her and Vision in the Avengers facility as well, which is pretty cool. Because one of the 2 biggest like powerful characters in the MCU, but they get the least screen time possible. So yeah, that's my favourite one. We'll do everyone's favourite and then we'll do least favourite, shall we? Who wants to go next?
I was gonna say my favourite was episode 4, is it? Which is is it an interruption to your scheduled programming? It's called or something like that.
The Jimmy Woo and Darcy.
Yeah, the one it starts with like the unsnap.
Yeah.
But I have to say I think I'm gonna go with the same episode as you, to be honest, because it's a really good episode. Because I think, especially she's in the Doctor Strange. She's in Doctor Strange too, isn't she, Wanda? Yeah. So I definitely feel that it's a good way of building up the character, because she's going to end up being more of a mainline Avenger now, I reckon, after this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And obviously they all had their own basic origin films, and they're fleshing her out a bit more. And that episode did a fantastic job of it, to be honest. But no.
Yeah, it was quick, nice origin, wasn't it? It wasn't an hour and a half film. It was 2 minutes.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, as I said, I was already going to say the 4th episode. That was really good. Like, especially the scene when it goes, well, Mr. Pineapple's wrong here. Like,
he's shaking his head.
He's upset because it's the first episode where it stops being black and white. And
that's not true, actually.
Oh, well, it's the first
3rd episode is that, so you clearly don't like the show enough to know that.
You also clearly memorised when it stopped being black and white.
That's because I watched the show. We're making notes on the show, you know?
No, to be honest, most of it all blends into one for me, but hey. But the bit where it goes from like the aspect ratio changes and stuff, I think that was episode 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was banging. Big fan of that. What was your favourite episode, Mr. Pineapple?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh god. Does he have a favourite episode? That's
the last one, because it's over.
One of the first 3, I guess.
One of the first 3. Nice. Why is that?
Right, I guess. They were the ones that were trying to do something a bit different, and then it just turned into generic Marvel-ness, I guess. Though it could have been one episode, the first 3.
Yeah.
I really like the set design and the costume design of the first 3 episodes. because of the sitcom references. I like the fact it was in for free. You know, that was pretty cool. I liked they really played into the sitcom thing. They put their heart into it. The actors. I was like, yeah, all right. Especially Elizabeth Olsen. She did
She's
sitcom
great.
well. She did sitcom well.
Yeah. Right, let's talk least favourite episode. Mine's either the first one, because it's 20 minutes long and didn't really grasp me straight away. You know, this is the first Marvel thing back from like...
Start of Phase 4, right? This, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. How long's it been since a Marvel thing's been released? Is it 2 years?
We were supposed to have one on May. That's when Black Widow was, May 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When was Spider-Man was the last one, right?
Yeah, which is December of 2019.
So it's been a year and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't really. I was like, oh, okay. It didn't proper like draw me into the TV show. It didn't until it got about halfway through, to be fair. But it's either that or the last episode, because the whole show, right, gets you thinking. And it's bad when the director comes out and says a day before the finale is released, people are going to be disappointed. It was like they've come up with all these theories, which would have been really good to do, but I feel bad because people are going to be disappointed, basically. And that's not a very good thing to say when you're trying to make your show look good, is it?
No, I mean, do we want to just blast out our least favourite episodes and then talk about, like, stuff? Because, yeah, it needs to talk. I mean, I love this show, but there's it's just stuff I would have done differently.
Well, yeah, for me, it's either the first one because it didn't draw me in, and the last one because of everything in that episode.
I'm in the same camp. I basically love half of the last episode, and I hate half of the last episode. The first episode, again, it didn't pull me in, but I think that's a Disney Plus thing because they're doing the whole thing of they won't let us binge shows, but they'll put 2 episodes out at once. So it's like, but a lot of like the Mando stuff. They had a lot of what I call the Part 1 syndrome of like films where it doesn't really stand up by itself, and like because they know that people are gonna. It's episode 2.
I get what you mean. I forgot that I released number 1 and 2 together, to be fair.
I hate Disney Plus's release schedule. It's especially with Solar Opposites and Hellsing, because I believe they're all out in America. Hellstrom, not Hellsing, yeah, Hellstrom.
Getting confused again.
In the brain.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. Mr. P?
I'm gonna echo the sentiments of you two. I'm trying to remember what, because I only wrote like episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't write the titles of the show, the episodes, so I'm getting a bit confused and trying to remember. Don't mind me.
It's so weird. There's 9 episodes. I was expecting 8. I don't know why.
Yeah, 9's an odd number.
It's not even.
It's probably 9 or 8 or 5 or 4.
What I'm hearing is Mr. Pineapple just wanted it to be more of just all the WandaVision sitcom, no Marvel MCU stuff, just a random sitcom where Wanda and Vision live like in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I'm getting that too.
But if I have to pick one, probably the last one.
Yeah.
Because it was just so generic compared
to full MCU.
Yeah, they could have done something very different, which is what I was getting from the first 3 episodes, and then, oh no, here we are. It's happening. Marvel.
Yeah. Should we talk about... Right.
Do you want me to go into detail of why we didn't like the episode, or...
Do you want to talk about the final episode now?
Shall we just go through, I guess?
There's a lot of talking points that need to...
episode, yeah.
Go on then. Episode 1.
That's the one with the dinner, isn't it? With, what's the name from that 70s show?
Classic old sitcom trope of boss comes to dinner, shenanigans ensue.
Yeah.
You know?
I
think this one's in front of a live studio audience, I think this one's called.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that they did film this one in front of a studio audience.
Oh.
Of a sitcom, which I quite like. I've looked into the sitcom stuff.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't look into it. I just made some memories notes in my mind.
But yeah, this is just the straight sitcom episode, isn't it? Where you don't...
For the most part.
Yeah,
for the most
Does it have a little reveal at the end, or... Because each episode has like a little moment where something's off.
Stuff where she keeps saying, stop it, or something.
Oh yeah, when she's choking her husband.
At the
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's choking. And...
Yeah.
And then Vision. Don't
Fake
Vision
stuff.
like say something where Vision's like had a second of wait, what the fuck? What's going off?
Oh, is that's later 2 or 3, isn't it? Where they're like, wait, because it was the beekeeper, weren't it?
Hmm.
When he's like, what about the beekeeper? And she's like, no, and then like they redo the entire scene.
Yeah, because after
That's
when the
episode 2.
person's
Yeah.
choking, they take it back, don't she? Well, she takes it back, doesn't she?
Yeah.
No,
Is she not?
Vision phases and grabs it out of his throat.
Oh, right, okay.
And then the 2 people are just like, hey, this has been fun.
Bye.
And in a bit, roll credits.
And then number 2's. Do you want to talk about your references?
You want to talk about references?
Yeah, go on.
Well, number 1 is essentially Dick Van Dyke Show. You know,
Yeah.
classic sitcom starring DVD, Mary Tyler Moore, of course. I like the opening title sequence credit things. It parodies that because in the Dick Van Dyke Show, he falls over an ottoman, and in this, Vision nearly falls over the chair when he's carrying Wanda in
Yeah.
and stuff. That's pretty cool. This whole setup of the episode is just classic sitcom, like thing from that day and age. It's obviously in black and white, you know, like all sitcoms were then, and it's filmed in 4:3, which is good. The set design and costume design is pretty reminiscent of their house as well, like the little step down and stuff.
Mm.
And you know, the classic nosy neighbor trope is there from the get-go as well. There's she does the snap, doesn't she? Which is her version of the Bewitched and I Dream a Genie kind of magic thing. It's pretty cool. There's more, but I can't be asked to go into them all.
That's fine. And episode 2, it's the
talent show.
Oh, but to be fair, I did like this one. Just because
this is probably my favorite episode, actually, the talent show one.
Like one of the best bits I like about the show is that Paul Bettany gets free range to like express emotion.
Yeah.
Because obviously Vision is an android robot man.
Yeah.
And in the films is very much an android robot man with little emotion. And in this is just full, like I can do whatever I want basically because it's in a made up world, which I love, but it kind of makes no sense. But I still like it.
Well, it's in the last episode. She says thingy, doesn't she? That Vision is the part of the Mind Stone that's in her.
Yeah, some bullshit somewhere.
Yeah. So I was like, are you trying to say that that's like
we'll get
more of his
that,
soul and less robotic, which is why he's like he was? Then he eats the chewing gum. I mean, I love the bit where he eats the chewing gum. There was like the little animated bit.
Oh yeah, the clock's getting.
This is the animated stuff is reminiscent of Bewitched and stuff again, especially the titles and stuff, and all the little animated stuff as well.
And this is the one where it starts with them 2 in the separate beds, is it?
Yeah,
And Vision can hear a noise and it's scaring him and stuff. Yeah, this is probably my second favourite episode.
That's obviously a reference to I Love Lucy, because that happily married couple in I Love Lucy had separate beds because of the Hays Code at the time, which is just nonsense. We don't like censorship.
It's a nice callback though. They got all the.
It's a nice callback, and I like how it was like Dick Van Dyke Show, I Love Lucy, then boom, they're together, the beds, Bewitched, because that was the first sitcom to feature people in the same bed.
Oh, nice.
References.
And this is the one at the end where it turns into colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
There's the bee guy. There's the helicopter.
The helicopter's is that the
thing.
start?
It's
No.
right.
I think it's like midway into it.
Yeah.
Because it starts at night time, and then he's going off to work, and Agatha's coming around to take her to the meeting.
Yeah,
the
swimming pool bit.
fundraiser.
Yeah.
And you see the drone helicopter thing. I really love things that are set in suburbia because it creeps me out. Like, it's just weird how everything looks the same, and Kevin Spacey's usually in it, you know?
He is a scary man.
You know?
But yeah, and then at the end, the beekeeper comes up and they're like, what the fuck is that? Basically. And then he turns around, but then Wanda rewinds time.
Yeah.
And changes it into colour. And it goes widescreen and shit. Does it get widescreen or is it still in 4:3 at this point?
It's not widescreen. It's not widescreen, but it's like
Yeah,
16.
I meant yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It only goes widescreen when it's in the real world.
Yeah. Which gets on to episode 3, where Wanda's pregnant.
Yeah, we're in the 70s now. We're Brady bunching it up in this shit.
Yep.
You know, the titles reference the Mary Tyler Moore Show. The way that it's colourful and comes down is reminiscent of that. The little hexagonal bits at the titles as well references the Brady Bunch titles as well. Obviously, this episode's about family and stuff. So even though there's only 2 of them and she's pregnant, Brady Bunch is about family and shit. You know. The house as well, with the staircase, is very reminiscent of the Brady Bunch house. Pretty good. The swing set he's building is reminiscent of the one in the Brady Bunch credits as well. Opening.
Nice. It does a nice way of adapting the House of M storyline in certain points, like the kids and Wanda's grief and rage and stuff. Is this the one where they grow up really fast, or is?
No.
They are born by the end of this one.
Yes, they are, because that's the bit where what's her name gets flung out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this where when Monica kind of snaps out of it, and she's like, "What's going off then?" And then she goes all Sokovia on her with a very strong accent that disappears.
Yeah. I like the design in this episode. I think it's great. It just looks lovely. All the 70s aesthetic and stuff.
I think this is the one that got all the Marvel fans brewing at what theories they could put together, what was actually going on. Because obviously, Agatha Harkness is very much like, I'm the bad guy, with a nosy neighbour character. It's pretty obvious what's going off with her. But with the beekeeper stuff, they started thinking, maybe it's Mephisto. Maybe that's him. They've adapted him in a weird way, and that's him coming out of hell. Because he comes out of the sewer, and you've got all the weird black goo on him and stuff. But we get to episode 4, and now it goes MCU time.
Blip.
It obviously opens with a blip, with Monica in hospital. Her mum's dead.
Rip.
Kind of threw away a big character.
Yeah.
But, it's a bit odd.
It's bollocks, isn't it?
I need to say one or two things here. One, I enjoyed seeing the unsnap, because that's like the only time we've seen it, I think. The people coming back into existence.
I believe so.
I just thought that was a little cool, like, oh, we've not seen that yet.
Did we? Oh no, we saw him go away in Spider-Man, didn't we?
Yeah. The thing that, alright, is it Monica?
Yeah.
Monica Rambeau.
Yep. You're going to joke about this for one reason, but I hate her for another reason. She just feels so shoehorned in. It's ridiculous.
Oh, do you like most of the people in this?
She's the worst one for it. Like, she is just like, here you go. Here's this character that is the daughter of a character that is way cooler than this character, but she's dead now, ignore that. And then we're going to give her all these powers, and she's going to be super special. I hated it so much.
In my opinion, Darcy's probably the most shoehorned in character.
Yeah,
for me.
but she's got massive fucking tits.
He's not wrong.
Kat
He's
Dennings
not
has some beautiful bubblers.
I didn't mind the character of Monica. She was like
generic.
weirdly. I don't know why she was there.
What I take issue with them all being stupidly dumb as agents. She goes and sees Jimmy. They're like, oh yeah, there's this anomaly thing. Oh, they walk up to it. Oh, it's like some kind of energy field. You know what I'll do? I'll touch it.
Yeah.
You know, with my bare hand. Oh yeah, that's a bunch of. Oh, I've been sucked into the energy field because I'm a dumb person. And then it shows you him sending the B guy down. Well, he's not a B guy at that point.
No.
When he goes through, he turns into a B guy, and they pull the little tether back.
Yeah.
And the guys are just openly touching. Like there's 2 guys stood with hazmat suits on, and then the director's just like in nothing. He's just like touching this tether that's turned into a goddamn whatever it's turned into. Like, no, stop being fucking idiots.
So yeah, this is the first time we get to see. Is it the director of Sword?
Yeah. God damn this.
He's another character. That's just
It's a pointless character. Bollocks.
Generic Mr. Bad Company Man who wants something.
Are we talking about? I mean, I know what you want.
I can't remember, to be honest. He shoots some kids.
He's after Vision, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's
because he makes that.
Well, this is the first episode where we get to see that anyway, because we get to see them working on Vision's body.
Yeah, he says that she stormed in and stole his body.
Yeah. So after the events of Infinity War, Sword, the new shield, has got the body of Vision, and he's trying to turn it into a weapon that they can use. In this episode, we get to see Wanda break into in quotation marks. They can't see me. Into the sort of facility and steal in quotation marks Vision's body, and that's how we think Vision's somehow resurrected in this new
World.
sitcom world. It ain't though, is it? But we'll get on to that.
Oh,
I like the fact that Jimmy Woo does magic.
I love his character in this so much.
That's my favourite thing about this episode, when he does the little...
Ant-Man
Call
thing.
back to Ant-Man. Yeah.
Because Ant-Man's good.
Yeah, and Ant-Man obviously taught him the trick, which is nice. I just thought, because we know that Vision, she doesn't take Vision's body, so why does the director of...
They need an energy source to power up their vision.
Yeah, basically,
It's like, we've tried every energy source under the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But she gave us this when she blew down the little missile thing that we fired at her, and it's got residual energy, and so we can harness this residual energy. Yes,
Oh.
shenanigans. Twizzle my moustache.
MacGuffin. Yeah.
What episode's that in?
Oh.
Is it 8?
I don't even remember.
That's episode 8 for you guys.
Moustache twirl. Moustache.
I think I like this episode just because it was different, and it was the first one that showed you what's kind of going on, but lying to us all. I don't know why they killed off Monica's mom. Oh yeah, she died a few years back.
Character
The actress not
development.
come back? For this
How
short
can
one?
we give this character we've just introduced development? Dead cancer mom.
Dead mom. She played Rocket League.
Oh boy.
Just
That's
writing 101. Damn, we need people to empathise and relate to this character. Dead mom.
Episode 5, on a very special episode, Wanda addresses Vision's worries when he grows suspicious of a neighbour's strange behaviour.
This is the one where the kids are growing up, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one we're very much in the late 80s territory with this one. We've skipped a whole period of sitcom history, and we're here now. We're in the sort of Family Ties, Roseanne, Full House kind of
Yeah.
era, which is evident from the paintbrush in the titles, which is
All right, yeah.
parodying Family Ties. The way they run into the screen is like Full House. The picnic is Full House. Yeah. And it's called On a Very Special Episode because around that time they used to do like they used to do episodes which were about major themes, like one would be about abortion, or one's about
Oh, yeah.
and that kind.
Right.
You've got a black neighbour. Don't be suspicious. That kind of thing. That's genuinely what they used to do.
Jesus Christ. Weirdly, he has got a black neighbour, and he is suspicious of him.
Because he's cutting his wall or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he's like, "What's going off here? Is this is the one where he's at work and he
Touches a guy, doesn't it?
touches the guy."
He touches the Asian, yeah.
That's Vision's powers. He pokes people's heads, and then they go, "Ah! Wanda's took control of us all. Help!"
Well, there's one. What's the one where Darcy emails him?
That's the
is
same
that the one
scene,
she
isn't
sends
it?
him a fax?
It's an electronic mail. Is it this one?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's the same scene. Because in this one where it all kind of stops for a second as well,
Yeah.
in Vision's office bit.
I think you're right.
Oh, you watched it latest, Mr. Pineapple. You tell us.
Oh, fucking no, I just blanked most of it.
But yeah, this one is mainly about the kids growing up. Billy and that other one, Tommy, is it?
Yeah,
Fast kid, mind kid.
little pricks.
Obviously from the comics. They die in the comics.
Good.
But, yeah.
Yeah. But one's got super speed, one's got telekinesis.
I mean,
And
she
the
rang
wearing.
brother.
Hmm?
I mean, she rang the brother to get the super speed kid.
I mean, yeah, probably. And speaking about her brother, this is the one at the end.
Ends up. Oh,
Meta casting of the century. I liked it when the director were like, "Yeah, we could have got Aaron Taylor Johnson back, but we didn't. We just didn't.
This
We
is
didn't
the
even
biggest.
ask him, actually."
Ugh.
Well, this is the biggest shambles of the whole series.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "What the fuck's going off?" There was
Oh, it's
speculation.
Mephisto. Oh,
It's
it's
Mephisto. It's Nightmare.
yeah,
It's
someone who is messing with the
Hit.
basically can see the multiverse and is looking at the wrong Quicksilver.
yeah. He's grabbed a wrong Quicksilver out of the
Yeah.
multiverse, and it's a whole thing.
It's
and he
just
took on his body, but we'll get onto that reveal. But yeah, the whole internet was like, "Oh my god, WandaVision just blew our minds."
Because the internet is stupid and full of stupid people.
hopeful
Stupid.
people. Hopeful.
Stupid.
I mean,
Could have been so good.
we've had rumours like ages ago that Evan Peters were going to be in this anyway. He was on the IMDb list for like a week, and then we took him off. Never on like he's going to be Quicksilver. So to me, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, they've done it, haven't they?" But I was kind of excited because I thought he was going to be the big bad. He's not, but I thought he was going to be.
Jesus.
And then it gets onto the Halloween episode, which was okay.
I like the costumes. I thought that were sweet.
Yeah, that was cute.
Where they play it off as she's a Sokovian fortune teller and he's a Mexican wrestler.
Yeah.
Luchador. He had both eyes though.
Yeah.
Sadly, the best luchadors only have one.
Has Vision been thrown off a building?
Probably.
Thrown through buildings, many of them. This is a Malcolm in the Middle one. Is it?
Yeah, this is Malcolm.
I did enjoy the Malcolm stuff, to be honest.
A whole other generation of sitcoms.
Yep,
Straight
90s.
to Malcolm in the Middle.
To be fair, they're like keeping to the family sitcoms, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we couldn't do like a Friends or
Because it was shit.
another sitcom that was popular.
I just wanted a Seinfeld one.
So yeah, we can't really do Seinfeld.
Frasier. That kind of.
They didn't even do It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Because it's Disney.
Just want Danny DeVito to turn up as Juggernaut.
But yeah, see, this is a one where Pietro's even more suspicious because he kind of seems to know what's going off.
Yeah.
And then she knows it's not him because she attacks him anyway, and she probably wouldn't do that if it were a real brother. What else happens in the... Oh, this is the episode because Vision
Touches Agatha.
before
Oh.
questioned why there were no kids in the town.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is the one where, boom, there's 1,000 kids. And it's where Vision starts to investigate the edges of
Yeah.
town.
Around the perimeter.
Yeah, and sees people who
Doing
Wanda hasn't got the
range.
mental capacity to...
I mean, this episode, it's the one where he touches Agatha in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, was she originally under Wanda's spell? But the Agatha all along bit goes, no, she wasn't, because she made Pietro. So what was the whole... Was she just trying to fuck with Vision?
Because in the It's Agatha All Along bit, it does show that bit.
Oh,
It
yeah.
shows her in the car. But does that mean she's more powerful than Vision?
I don't...
'Cause she's overpowering Vision's... Tell me what you really think.
Well, this is the thing. She is nowhere near as powerful as Wanda or Vision.
But she can...
Yeah.
Bad show,
We'll
innit?
talk about that. We'll talk about
But yeah, and it's the one where she expands it and
Yeah.
Darcy comes into it.
because he goes through the wall, and that scene. I like quite like Vision. He's up there in my top 5 because I love Paul Bettany. I just there's the bit where he's basically just like fall into pieces, and he's not saying help me. He's like help them. So he's like he's there dying, and he wants to help the other people. I'm like, oh my boy.
This is where we find out that Thingy's proper evil as well, isn't it? What's his face? The director.
The general guy. It's kind of hinted at before, but then she hacks the thing, doesn't she? She hacks the thing before she gets thinged into the thing.
My favourite
Darcy.
thing is seeing Jimmy fight someone. I liked it.
He's badass, isn't he?
He got a bit of action.
I really hope he's in more Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
Him and Darcy in an X-Files type show.
that's what everyone wants, isn't it?
I'd love that.
Big
And
tits
this
and the
is
Asian,
the-
that's what they're going to call it.
Well, they let her get her tits out though. Disney always covers them all.
They'll just put hair over them. Hairy tits.
I was thinking like your kind of chest hairy hair, like not like blonde flowing hair, just black pubic hair on a tit.
Yeah. This is also the one where we find out Vision can't go out of the hex
Yeah.
or he'll die. Yeah, but at the end she expands it. Darcy gets sucked into it, and all the sword people get sucked into it, and they become clowns, which is quite funny. I enjoyed that because they are fucking clowns, aren't they?
Yeah, the way they fucking go around touching shit.
Yeah, like boopity boop boop.
What's the thing now we're talking about sword for a sec? Shield actually, when they were in the films and stuff, were like when they weren't being Hydra, were quite like credible and they seemed competent. Sword don't in any way.
Sword.
Shawarma sword.
Yeah. Breaking the fourth wall is the next one. This is the Modern Family
Oh yeah.
esque one.
Yep. I don't really need to tell people what it's referencing here. It's pretty evident from them talking to the
Camera.
The titles are a nice nod to the show as well, and it also references a very underrated sitcom called Happy Endings, which everyone should watch. Sadly cancelled after 3 seasons. Wonderful sitcom. Wonderful sitcom.
This is the one where Vision teams up with Darcy, which is nice. I like this.
In the ice cream van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these parts because obviously 2 characters that I never met who play off each other well.
Yeah. They're also in disguise in an ice cream van, like the cameras for the Bad Trip.
At this point,
Hey.
Vision knows what's that everything's a bit it's
Fucky.
fucked, and he's
Yeah.
not under the kind of spell anymore. Why is he talking to the camera?
Well, they joke about that, don't they? About why am I talking to the camera?
I know they do.
It's
It's not the
residual
spelling.
magic in it, residual spell. It's getting
Because
that
it's
last little bit of
well,
spell
to
out
be
of
fair,
it.
it's supposed to be Agatha, isn't it, behind the camera? That's what we learned from.
Bullshit.
This is when it started getting. Well, it's already
They started
not when
falling
it
apart.
started getting. It was they're doing sitcom tropes because they kind of have to now because they've already done it throughout the whole series. Where I was like, why is he talking to the camera though, mate?
I mean, the hex as itself is the whole spell. So while he's inside it, I suppose they are under the spell to some extent.
Yeah, but he knows he's kind of broken out of it, and he would have seen whoever's behind the camera, which was supposed to be Agatha. It's all a bit.
Shit show.
And this is where we get all the bullshit with Monica getting her powers.
So because she went through it, mate, and it did all her insides dirty, didn't it?
You've been
Yeah.
through it already. But...
You've been through it twice. You can't go through it again in your spacesuit. You can't get through it. You can't go through it in that great machine that's like proper thick and that. But I can get through it myself because I am strong,
She's a
lady.
phaser woman, photon, or whatever she's fucking called. This is also the episode that pissed people off because they hinted towards a space engineer.
Oh, is
and
this
everyone,
one?
yeah, because this is the one with the big car thing.
Yeah.
Because before she was like, I know a space engineer who can help us out with this. And people were like, it's Reed Richards or it's that fucking Skrull bitch.
Yeah.
And then it was just some random woman with a big truck.
They need more women in the STEM
director
field.
was
That's what
like-
they're saying.
The director was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have drawn attention to that because people came up with really good ideas.
That
And I'm like, stop making you sound shit, mate.
Oh.
Shit. Fanboys gonna fan though, aren't they?
Yeah, so this is when Monica comes through and she's like, boom, I'm a superhero now. She
I
does
hate-
superhero landing.
I hate it so much.
And a lot of things happen in this episode because this is the episode where the kids go to Agatha's and then she's like, where's my kids, bitch? And then she leads her into a basement and she's like, boom, I'm a witch.
Spells.
Here's
But you
runes.
You can't cast spells in here.
Yeah, man.
Just a brief break, because as far as I'm aware, I could be wrong, because I've not read much of her comic stuff, or know much about her in the comics. She's a mutant, isn't she, in the comics?
I
we're
think
infected too now?
so.
Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
she's a mutant. She's
Oh,
not
right.
she's not magic based. She can just shape. She's one of those Omega level shape
She-
reality mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
Because her dad's Magneto.
because her
And-
powers aren't really
Magic. They're just
because in comics they're just like she's magic, she can manipulate probability, and she's
Yeah.
got telekinesis.
Yeah.
But obviously that is very broad.
And then in this one, obviously she gets her powers from the Mind Stone, which again, to my understanding, weren't exactly magic. They were just like primal forces of the universe.
But she already had powers.
There's like
Is she then?
there's like tacked on lines that she said like, oh, you had these powers all along.
I thought-
Because she had the power to
twizzle my female moustache.
she had the
downstairs,
power
wasn't there?
to change the probability of the rocket going off. That's why it didn't go off.
I
Because she
assumed
put
it
her
was just
hand
a
up,
door.
didn't she?
Good shit.
I always assumed it was a Dord, and Agatha was reading more into her than what she was like. You were a witch. Where have you got these spells from? And I thought it was just going to be like
It's
Infinity
a whole retcon in it because eventually they're going to be like that random DVD bootlegger guy He's not your dad.
He's Magneto.
Don't. I've got stuff to say about that.
Well, he sells sitcoms off back of a truck.
I've got stuff to say about that. It's fine.
I mean, they weren't bootlegs. The Malcolm in the Middle.
They were official releases, but I'll get onto that when we talk about episode 8.
So
The Malcolm
episode
in the
8.
Middle box set didn't exist at that time, did it?
We'll get onto it. I like the way that when in this episode, the Modern Family one, Agnes, when she's still Agnes at this point, she's doing a little interview and she said, "I actually did bite a kid once." I liked that one line. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because she's taking them so Wanda can have a break, and she's
Do you
like, "I won't bite." And then cut 2, once did bite a kid.
Do you think that was a throwaway line relating to humour in sitcoms
Yes.
from that era, or do you think she actually bit a kid?
No, I think that was a throwaway line.
There's the film Warlock, where to fly you need to boil an unbaptized child fat. So
Is that the Richard E. Grant film?
no, he's blonde in it.
What's
the guy?
It's
He's
Julian
blonde,
Sands.
it can't be Richard E. Grant.
Julian
No.
Sands is in it.
What's his name? 2 seconds.
Max von Strippity Bomb.
Why are we talking about the Warlock film?
Um,
It's it is Richard E. Grant. I didn't realise he was in that.
Fucking
I
idiot.
only remember Julian Sands from that
I
film.
literally said both those names.
Oh, I don't know his name. I just remember his face. Sorry.
Episode 8 previously on.
This
My
is
favourite
obviously a
episode.
throwback to the usual sitcom one where they do a flashbacky type
Montage.
thing. When they're like, "Oh shit, we need the writers to have a day off."
Yeah.
This is what happened in the previous 8 seasons.
Yeah, this one obviously shows her as a child. You know, Agatha's wanting to know where she got the amazing power to control 1 billion people from. So she takes her through a journey of her past. And we get to see young Quicksilver and young Scarlet Witch watching DVDs. And it explains why she's...
It's the most tacked on reason ever. It is fucking hilarious.
shit it.
It's utter garbage. It's trash.
The fact that the TV worked somewhat after the missile.
What
Oh,
is-
it's killed both your parents, but your TV still functions.
Also,
Maybe that's
right,
where she got her powers from.
The TV.
DVD
Indestructible
players were not
TV.
released in Europe until 1998, right? And in this timeline, they are 10 in 1999 when their parents die, right?
Yeah.
In this war-torn country, you know,
Yeah, they're watching people outside shoot each
Europe.
other.
I don't believe they would have a DVD player, let alone have all these DVDs in their market. You know, if they have got these DVDs, they're going to be US releases, right?
Mm.
I don't think they would have had a multi-region DVD player. It's bollocks.
Mate, he robbed all the DVDs off back of a van.
Whoa.
Sold them. That's how he got his multi-regional DVD player, mate.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's utter bollocks. I can take a lot of things in shows and films, but don't try and mess me about when it comes to physical media because I'll be all over that shit.
Well, the thing I need to also point out is the Malcolm in the Middle DVD box set was released in 2013. So
Time travel, it's going to show
what?
Captain America.
Yeah, taking these DVDs and a DVD player back for Wanda Max.
Yeah. Or she's not going to get her powers because of the indestructible TV. It all makes sense, mate.
It's utter. That's the thing that pissed me off most in the show.
My
The
favourite
DVD,
episode.
DVDs. There's a lot. I hate this episode actually, mostly for that. It's so tacked on the reason and the DVD player and the DVD and Vision saying, "What is grief if not love persevering?" which is possibly the worst line I've ever heard in any show ever. What does that even mean? What is grief if not love persevering? Utter bollocks.
It means that you still
Yeah,
love them
yeah.
and you miss them.
Yeah,
So if you weren't grieving, it just means you didn't love them.
you didn't care about them.
It's
No, I don't like it.
shit.
I'm going to get it plastered on my wall.
Tattoo
Every
in the
wall
wall
of the
already.
house.
I'll smear that wall in shit.
One thing I think they could have done better, right, is they could have done that scene the exact same way, except it could have been a VHS player or a Betamax something, and them have old shitty videos of like Dick Van Dyke, and then when they did the flashback to like the other things, show them that as she's gone through her life, she's still she still watched sitcoms and stuff.
Mm.
Like when she's watching like Malcolm in the Middle and Modern Family, when she's in the Avengers place, where she would have a DVD player and access to these things.
I think it should have booted up the TV and gone Disney Plus and
Streaming
scroll
now.
through them, and it shows the price tag at the side. No, but and then we get to see her in the Hydra facility. Test it right. The thing that I don't understand from this bit is they say all the other subjects have died when touching the Mind Stone. How did Quicksilver get his powers?
He went after her. He went second.
We just didn't see that.
He was in the queue with his numbers, his like Tesco cheese counter ticket, like waiting.
Yeah, it's my favorite episode, apparently. And we do get. I do like it because this is the best episode with Agatha in. She actually gets to play a bad guy and be all. I don't know.
She was great.
I don't like her in the next episode though, when she goes all, "I'm a big purple witch."
I'm a big purple witch.
And obviously we see her watching, like you say, sitcoms in the Avengers facility, and Vision being like, "I'm watching you."
It was the worst line ever uttered by anyone ever. And I've watched Fast and Furious 6, where he says that one line.
He does say that one line.
Is that the
what?
one with that act from Roman Reigns?
Oh, yeah.
What else happens in this episode?
What does Vision do? Anything?
Is it just all Wanda and Agatha?
This is where we see that they've got new Vision.
Great
Yeah,
Vision.
that's mid-credit scene, isn't it?
At the end of this one, she's choking the shit out of them, isn't she? The kids.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is just Wanda
Wanda.
and Agatha then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a big reveal of
Agatha
Yeah.
all along.
no,
No, that's the
Oh.
end.
just
Oh, great. That's last episode. Great Vision.
yeah, Grey Vision, and there's gonna be a big old MCU CGI battle in the next one, guys. Look forward to it. Yeah. And then we get into the last episode. So far we've had characters, haven't we? Castings. We got Evan
That's how a
Peters.
series works.
We've got Evan Peters, who
Oh.
who comes in as Pietro, who we find out is working with Agatha because of the mid-credit scene in episode 7, where Monica's like, "Where is she?" And then Pietro's behind her like, "Boo."
That's episode 8.
Was it?
No, it's episode 7.
Yeah.
And then we find out in this one,
He's so stupid. He's so stupid.
just like many
People like this show. I don't get it.
of all the other characters, every other character actually is just a guy who lives in this town, who just a no one.
Yeah.
They cast Evan Peters, the guy who played Quicksilver in the X-Men films, as Quicksilver in the
this-
MCU TV shows, to waste him as just being Boner Man. I don't know what his first name is.
I've seen some discussion that I don't agree with some of what they've said, but I kind of can maybe see some of merit in the theory that he is the one who, what's his name, Jimmy, was there because an FBI witness in witness protection, they couldn't contact them, and
Yeah.
some people are saying that he's the one that was because of the picture and stuff, and
Yeah, that makes sense, but
then so there people are like, maybe he is actually Quicksilver
Bollocks.
from the X-Men universe, who's
Bollocks.
been multiversed into this one, and he's like that.
Well, it's
In all
bollocks.
fair, oh no,
It's bollocks, isn't it? Straight up bollocks.
it
to be
probably
fair,
is,
he
yeah.
does. Yeah, he probably is a witness protection because obviously they changed the name, and when she says his name, he laughs at Boner.
Well, that's what they say, right? As one of the reasons why, if he was really called Boner, he wouldn't laugh at his name if he's had it for 20 years. But at that point, he was still under the spell and is, air quotes, Quicksilver. So he wouldn't remember being Boner, would he?
Oh,
It's bollocks.
It's just so shit. It's
The
so
director has whipped out his salty, sweaty balls and just wiped them across all your faces, and you lapped it all up anyway, and you loved it.
I didn't
Did love
fucking
that
love
bit.
any of it.
Ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
Ridiculous.
It was. I've got to say
This is the reason why good
Shit.
shows can't get made, because people eat up this shit.
Well, people, from what I understand, aren't happy about it. They could have done something cool with it. I don't understand why they didn't.
because he didn't think of. That's what he said.
And why don't they
The
hire people
fans
who can
gave
think
up.
of these things?
He basically went, "I'm not a good writer, and the fans are better at writing the show than me." The whole thing that Agatha is actually the big bad of this show is just so shit. Because
Anti-climax.
she's an anti-hero anyway.
Yeah.
She's a villain, but then she's a mentor to Scarlet Witch, and then because in the comics she mentors her after her children die and she goes all crazy. She's the one who's like, let's try and get your full potential and all your full powers out there so you can do something about this. And then she turns evil. But in this, she's just
A random sponge.
you're a better witch than me, and I want your powers
That's her power, isn't it? She can absorb magic, I'm assuming.
because of
So
reasons.
that's what they did with she was on the stake kind of thing of like, oh, we're gonna kill you with
Yeah.
our magic, and then she's actually I can just suck you off magic wise.
Suck you off magic wise.
That's
Yeah,
That's
and
the kind of one I'm into.
we get the reveal that Frank, which is obviously a sitcom trope of having an off-screen character that's never shown, Frank being Evan Peters' character, being Agatha's husband, which would have made sense if he was Mephisto.
Yeah.
Agatha and Mephisto in the comics have a relationship. But no, they set everything up and then just went, you know what? Let's Iron Man 3 it. Fuck it.
It's just so there's so many different ways they could have gone with this series that like when this first got announced, right? We were all like, oh, she's just going to be going mad with grief, and this is all in her head, and she's basically the plot of WandaVision minus the shit stuff. And after that, there's a couple of theories that like, oh, it's Mephisto or whatever. I was thinking, you know what? Maybe one of the ones I read was, yeah, Wanda's dealing with the grief, but because she's so powerful, they can't like risk dealing with it like a normal person would. So Doctor Strange has turned up and done this to help her work through it, and that would have been like the reveal. And yeah, basically the show, all the sitcoms will be addressing stuff that's happened in her life and helping her come to terms with things. But no.
Yeah. Obviously, Paul Bettany didn't help this TV show because in an interview he said, there's an even bigger cameo coming.
It was himself.
Wait and see. After Evan Peters got revealed. And everyone like, right, it's going to be Magneto. It's going to be Doctor Strange. It's going to be fucking...
Someone big.
Mordo or whatever his name is.
Oh, that would have been fucking neat.
That would have been a cool one. And it would have brought him back in as a villain. But, you know...
Doctor Strange is...
Yeah.
And then the director, again, came out and said, oh, Paul Bettany's dug himself a hole. I'll let him get out of that one. And then everyone like, oh, so it's just him.
Yeah.
He's just talking about his white vision, isn't he? Great. But it's funny.
Yeah.
Because Paul Bettany just is a lad, isn't he? He trolled everyone. But at the same time, it hyped up the show to just be disappointing as fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
so fucking bad.
And then we get
two CGI
evil, in quotation marks, Vision. The weaponized Vision, whose goal is to kill Vision. And
For
then
some
Vision
reason.
goes, technically, mate, I'm not Vision. And he's like, can't compute.
Explain.
And then they do a circle.
I mean, I've not been to university for film-related stuff. I'm what you could consider a layman. I really enjoyed the Vision on Vision fight. I just thought it was cool. He's phasing his arm through a fist and the block.
I enjoyed them smacking the shit out of each other. Yeah, it's fun
Yeah.
to see.
Mr.
What I
Pineapple
didn't
doesn't agree. Look
enjoy-
at that face.
No, I liked the action of those two.
Oh.
For some of it.
I didn't like the fact Vision's now going to live because deaths mean nothing
Yeah.
at all. The MCU because fake Vision poked real physical Vision
Yeah.
in the head and went bleepity bloop.
I don't boop like I do to Flipper. I booped him.
And then now you are the Mr. Pineapple Flipper.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I get what it's because obviously he's got the memories because his memories are Wanda's memories because he's part of the Mind Stone that is in Wanda. We didn't even talk about that. It shows you Wanda creating the Vision, recreating him. She leans back and does a weird dance, and then
The Wanda dance.
The Wanda dance, and yeah, big laser beams like good old
Vision
Marvel.
was there.
Then Vision was there. He was born out of her memory and the Mind Stone.
I've got multiple things I want to complain about. Because one, the thing I took away from Vision remembering was Vision said to him, because basically, you're not a normal robot. Your memories aren't just stored in your head. They can't erase them from you. And touching him was like him turning off their like memory block program they put on. So That's
I'm
what I took
blocked.
away from it. Because that's what you said, like, your memories are stored in different ways. And he
Yeah.
talked about being a different robot. I'm like, what? But no.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Because he's obviously used his dead body to bring him back, and he'd still have memory chip.
Well, if he tries to say he's like, you're super advanced and you're not just like an Iron Man suit, like with pistons and chips, you're like, I don't fucking know.
An actual
MacGuffin bullshit.
AI being, and then he went, "Remember who you are."
Exactly.
Simbered him, and then he were like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Just flew off.
It was just
The bit, I don't.
Didn't help him.
So
Didn't help him defeat the
Rushed.
enemy.
Yeah,
He
So
was
rough.
just like,
yeah.
"See you, boys."
It was so, again, shoehorned in. Like, look, I'm a big fan of Vision, and I was fully prepared and okay with him being dead at the end of this, because he had a great death in Infinity War. It's had a great part in this. It had been a great farewell to the character. I was like, oh, I'd love him to stay, but they're not going to do it because it'd be dumb. But they've done it. So, as you said, the kind of death. How many deaths in Infinity War actually matter now? Because Loki's not dead. They're bringing back other Loki. Vision's not dead.
I'm
Or Black Widow. No, that's Endgame.
Gamora, but
She's
came
back.
Not the actual Gamora though.
No, but it's like the same with what.
no one.
Exactly. I was like, they're gonna leave Vision dead because he's like the only death in that one that's stuck. Like even the ones in like you've got Iron Man and Black Widow in Endgame, but I know there's what's the name that who died, but there's a good chance they're gonna come back. Cap, they're gonna do some. Cap will probably reappear at some point, even though he's old man. Old man Cap is a comic. I really do like this show a lot. I'm tempted to stop coming on this podcast with you because it just makes me look at
ruin
something.
everything.
I actually need to criticize it. I can't just be like one of these what do you call them now? When you talk about mics? No, not mics.
Mark
Mark.
Foley.
I'm not like these Harry Potter marks who can't say the stuff wrong with the film.
No, I appreciate that. To be fair, it's like when we were messaging about it, and then you was like, "Do you think Vision's dead? Then he's gonna die at the end of this." And I'm like, "Oh no, there'll be some bullshit way of transporting that Vision into the grey new white Vision." And then I hated myself after I watched the episode. I'm like, "Oh, we've done it."
The thing is, as well, like surely
I think the white Vision looks cool.
Oh yeah, I'm all on board for white, grey, beige Vision. I love Paul Bettany. I'm glad he's still in the EU.
What I don't like though is the new Vision was a lot more like the film. You know, yeah, how I was saying it was emotionless and a bit boring in the films. He's a lot more like that. And now this fake Vision's gone.
Well,
I want him to allow Vision to have emotions and jokes and not just be like, "I'm a robot." It's ironic because I'm a robot.
When in the comics, he gets his colours back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And
I mean, they could just spray paint him.
Nice graffiti job, yeah.
He used to be Jarvis. He spray
Yeah.
painted fucking armor before.
Yeah, I reckon. I hope anyway. If anyone has any kind of thing, no idea what they're doing when they do more stuff with the Vision, he'll get his colour back, and in doing so, end up like the Vision we've seen, like with more personality and that stuff. But the thing that annoys me is he gets his memory back. He could normally sense like Wanda and stuff, or he can hear stuff. Why is he fucked off?
It's too much in it. He's like, "I can't deal with this right now.
I need to
Gotta
leave
go and have a
Wanda
cry."
for a battle to death because turns out, Agatha, if she got punched by me, she'd just probably straight up die.
Yeah, probably.
There's another problem with this is Vision and Wanda, some of the like fuck Captain Marvel, some of the most powerful characters in the MCU. They've backed themselves into a corner with like giving them someone that's actually a challenge, because there's no way Agatha would actually be able to do that to either. Like,
I like her. I feel because she caught her off guard, and obviously Wanda was in a place of like
dildo grief.
It was more of her saying, "Oh, you can just live this life, Wanda. What are you doing? You can have your kids. You can have Vision as you want him." So that fucked her up a bit. And then I hated the Wanda and Agatha fight. It was just
shit.
Garbage.
It was obvious what was happening. It's like, oh, she keeps missing. She keeps missing. I wonder why she's missing. It's showing that it's hitting the walls really obviously. I wonder what possibly is going to be the twist here.
Even Agatha looks behind her like, oh, she's missed me.
Yeah. Then she ruins her, doesn't she?
The
guy tries to shoot some kids though.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't.
Brutal, that. I liked it. I was like, yeah.
The scene was only there for
all bollocks, all rushed, poorly written.
Oh, I hate her character.
When he gets ice cream trucked.
I did enjoy that, and I did say to Emily at the time, like, she doesn't need an airbag, not with them tits.
Where's she been though?
Driving an ice cream truck.
She was stuck at traffic lights still.
Yeah, the children were crossing, and the road works.
I hated it. Jimmy rung up some. Did he ring up Cliff?
He said he was ringing up someone called Cliff, and I assumed that's Hawkeye, innit?
Yeah, because I wrote Cliff ? And then no happened.
Oh no! He's just another bloke called Cliff. He turns up and he talks to him in the episode. I watched a video about this. I was like, holy shit! I was like, that's Hawkeye, innit? And then just some random FBI mate who goes to
fuck this show. Even more. Fuck this show.
Yeah,
all that shit wank.
And then obviously she closes down Westview. Kids die.
Yeah.
She puts up a email.
Did the kids die or did she like rob kids? Was the kids the
they were real
woman's?
No, her kids aren't real. They were like Vision. Because there's a bit where the hex is breaking down, and it shows them when Vision steps out of it, and he starts to break down and bits fall off.
It's just that blonde woman comes up to her and she's like, "Let me see my kids again."
Because her kids were locked in. That she locked all the kids in rooms and stuff, and that's why Vision's like, "Where's all the fucking kids then, Mrs.?"
Not do a good job of explaining any of that shit. And
why though?
Did they just die? Did they just starve?
You'd imagine so.
Are they all just going to go back to like?
They've all got
the kids, just emaciated husks. Just
yeah. It's like that one bit in Seven where there's the guy who's strapped to the bed and you think he's died from starvation and he's
need to redo that film now and just have viewers there.
But then, because she says to the kids, "Thank you for being my kid."
Thank you for choosing me or whatever.
Thank you for choosing me as your mom. Come on, it's like you never even watched the episode.
Yeah, but they didn't.
You didn't choose it. You made them.
It's just another shit line. Much like the grief and love line. Who wrote this? The guy who wrote Fast and Furious 6?
Probably.
Damn it.
So they disappear.
Yeah.
Vision disappears.
No, it's only until we say hello again or whatever the fuck it is. This isn't goodbye.
Don't say goodbye. I'll say hello next time.
That's another shit line.
Good job.
I hate this. The more I think about it, the more I hate this show. And I
literally. I
Yeah.
thought I were enjoying the show until it ended, and I went, "What just happened? What was the point in all this?"
6 hours I'm never going to get back.
The problem is, right? You start with the first 3 episodes, and if you just give us, just like, we could sit down and through a day write something better than, and more satisfying than what they've done. I don't mind the grief storyline. I kind of saw it coming. It's all right, but it's basic as fuck.
I mean, just whack Mephisto in there,
Yeah.
and then make Agatha and Wanda team up like generic shit happens. That would have been 100 times better.
I would happily have seen Agatha, and I hope she's still Sean Paul.
So where is Agatha gone? Because she says you can be the nosy neighbour for.
Yeah, she's there. She's still there, but she's locked in the spell she put on everybody else. So everyone else is out of the spell, but she's been put in one that makes her think she's Agatha from the show that she pretended to be. Basically, they're leaving the character somewhere where they can come back and get her.
You know what the best bit about this show was?
The dark hold, mate.
Yeah, the end credit scene where she were in the cabin. I was like, "Give us that."
Well, I was talking to Mr. Pineapple about this the other day. You've not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., have you?
No.
Now there's Mr. Pineapple. The Dark Hold, that book is big boy noise. That book is a big boy doing big boy things. Said it. It's basically the villain for 2 to maybe 3 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The book is the villain.
What?
The book is the villain.
The book is somewhat sentient, yes.
Oh.
Like, if you read it, it'll tell you, like, one of the plot lines is these scientists read it to make, like, the super best nuclear reactor thing that'll save world power. But at the same time, the book has used them to create it, which will give, like, Dormammu, it's not Dormammu, but some of that shit, a way to get into our world through that. And it turns them on to, like, weird ghost things that Ghost Rider ends up killing. So, yeah, it'll give you what you want to read, but with a spin on it that works in its agenda. And the book used to be in Doctor Strange's library and is well, it's not referenced in the film, but its place was. You know, when he reads the book, that I was at the Pays mission, it's like, oh, you're not supposed to read the forbidden books.
Oh, yeah,
there's an empty one. And
that's cool.
That's the book, The Darkhold. And it's it's capable of doing some really big.
Does it look the same?
You don't see it in Doctor Strange, and yes, in Agents of Shield, I believe. But it looks cooler in this because of bigger budget.
How does she get it?
She'll have taken it off of Agatha at some point. How does Agatha get it?
Yeah.
Don't know. Last time it's seen, I think it because when Ghost Rider disappears, he basically goes into like some. I'm assuming it's one of like Mephisto's, like the Ghost Rider places. You know, like the underworld places. The Ghost Rider. What's his name now? Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider goes there, I think, to track the book down and the person who had it.
Why didn't we put Mephisto in it?
Exactly. There's so many things you can look at this and go, this show. I enjoyed watching it. I still like it.
There were so many hints, and they were like, the Darkhold was the last. He's going to be in it. And there was, well, it were either him or Nightmare, because Nightmare's helmet is seen in the Bewitched opening credits one. It's like on the conveyor belt of the till.
There's just so many different bits of this series you can look at and go,
even
if it's so much better if they'd done such and such.
Even if they were like, Agatha transforms into Mephisto, or like the gender-bended Mephisto or Nightmare. It's just a witch. Just a witch who wants some powers.
And somehow is as strong as two of the biggest boy Avengers out there.
And it's so... I thought they could have made a show about Scarlet Witch in the woods being an actual witch in Sokovia, in a remote place. That would have been cool and scary-ish. It's annoying how it ties into Doctor Strange, because obviously it ties into Doctor Strange too, because it's going to be multiverse. Yeah. And she's looking through the books when she has a kids, when she's like, right, I'm off.
Just try and find her kids.
She don't give a fuck about Vision anymore.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't know that Vision's alive, does she? She never saw Grey Vision, and Vision never said to her about, yeah, I'm actually alive over there. You could go and say hello and whatever, it's all over. None of that ever happened. I don't understand why he didn't tell her that. It's just, ugh.
I just don't see where the Vision's going to fit into the MCU anymore, where he's going to appear, because she's going to be in Doctor Strange too.
I don't...
He's just going to chill until she comes back. Like...
What have we got? We've got Loki coming up, which they've said is going to basically be the prequel stuff for the Doctor Strange film, haven't they? That's setting up the multiverse stuff, because you see it in the trailer, for all of the different places he goes, and there's a weird, like, time or reality agency or something that he's going to be working for, or some bollocks.
Yeah.
Could it fit into that?
I mean, you see Black Widow in the trailer.
Oh, we need to talk about the post-credit scene as well, which
one? Oh,
the one with
Captain Marvel too.
Yeah, because I had fucking high hopes for. I wasn't sure what they were doing with Sam Jackson's post-credit scene. He was on the spaceship. I had high hopes, and now it's just going to be Captain Marvel 2 in it.
Oh yeah, I thought that would, because obviously in Spider-Man, he's like, oh, she's off-world.
Yeah.
So when I saw Nick Fury like in his fucking spaceship, I'm like, yes.
It's disgusting. Like, I thought they were going to go, you know what, let's not make another one of those films, because the first one was so shit. Even though, didn't you rate it better than the first Captain America?
I don't like Captain America.
You absolute plebeian.
It's only because Nick Fury and thingy.
The piss took out of him. He does.
What's his name? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy.
Oh, Coulson.
Yeah. Buddy cop comedy. That's all I watched.
Agent Coulson's still alive. After dying about 5 times now.
Because death don't matter. That's what we've...
He's a full-on robot now. The actual real one's dead. But
jeez.
I mean, if you want to talk about death not mattering, legitimately, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Coulson has died about 5 times. He died in the first one, in the film. He actually died again from the process that they used to bring him back. Then some weird, because they used like Thrall blood to bring him back or something. Some blue blood, some alien blood to bring him back, and it basically just meant his life was prolonged or some bullshit. And then, so he died from that, and then the season afterwards, he was in it again as some weird. He comes from a different part of space, and I'm not Agent Coulson, but I am Agent Coulson. And then he died because he wasn't real in the first. I'm just enraged. Death needs to mean something in these films.
I think we've talked about it enough.
Shall we talk about what we don't like about the show?
DVDs. They wouldn't have had those DVDs.
I feel like we've talked about that, mate. Unless you want to just rip into it, go on.
Well, it's poorly written, isn't it? It's garbage. I just fucking hated it. It could have been good. It was for a little bit. It could have done something different.
Yeah, they literally had free reign to just.
I feel like they tried to make 2 different shows. Thinking about it, they should have made the sitcom stuff and not had it devolve into the MCU stuff. And like, it should have been more of that. Or but then they were like, we also need to make a Wanda origin / make her big enough to be important in Doctor Strange kind of show.
I mean, Sword didn't even need to be in the show.
No.
They could have just had Agatha and then do the flashback stuff with Agatha as well. Like, it could just be Vision being the protagonist and Wanda being... Because for a lot of it, you thought Wanda was a big bad, which would have been cool. But
I mean, this is something I was going to say a second ago. Have we got confirmation that Wanda is actually good in Doctor Strange? Because last time we saw her reading a very big evil book, and she wants her kids back. So maybe she's the cause of the multiverse of madness? Like, she's just going through all these different multiverses to try and find a set of her kids that are alive?
I think that's going to be the case.
Doctor Strange's like, yo,
she won't be the villain.
But she'll just be stupid and make a mess of the multiverse.
Because Doctor Strange is going to have to come and sort her out, isn't he? Like,
think...
just stop, woman.
Do you think he'll take her on as
I'm more powerful than you, bitch.
He'll teach her things, yeah.
Yeah. She'll end up being his big one too.
Over a vibrator.
They made a big deal of the Scarlet Witch, the one who possesses the Scarlet Witch, being better than the Sorcerer Supreme. Well,
that's Doctor Strange. That's not that much. She might not. Because they've said that Doctor Strange is the best sorcerer.
Yeah.
Got cool gloves.
There's going to be a big, massive fight between Wanda and Doctor Strange, I think. But
it will look beautiful.
Maybe it'll look better than just.
Yeah. I still stand by.
My hand's black. I'm supposed to be white.
So, I was going to say, I still stand by the fact that Doctor Strange is one of the only films I recommend seeing in the cinema in 3D. Just because of the really trippy scenes with the fucking buildings.
Do you think Marvel's gone stale at all?
They have been stale for a long time.
I mean, I'll still watch it because I still.
With this upsetting a lot of people and it being the first thing they've released in over a year, it's not looking great.
It's not upset hardly anyone.
It's upset 3 people, even though one of them still does love it.
No, it's disappointed quite a lot of people.
All the people I've been chatting to are fucking marking out over it like little fucking...
Yeah, but they're like normies, aren't they?
In all fairness to Mr. Pineapple, most people are just upset about, what's his name, Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And not just all the missed opportunities that they could have done better.
The quality of the garbage that was presented was people are stupid.
Because the next film we're going to get is going to be Black Widow.
Yeah,
which I feel like was a throwaway film anyway.
Yeah, I had apprehensions about Black Widow.
Because she's dead.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pointless
However,
film.
I think because they haven't released it on Disney Plus means she's probably going to come back in some sort of way at the end. It might lead into Loki because you see her sat on the fucking thing in the Loki trailer. She might be stuck in the Soul Stone like we thought Gamora was.
This is another... I love the Marvel stuff. I really do love it. And even if it's stale, and it is, I'm still going to watch it because it's a lot better than a lot of other stuff on its good day, like DC and stuff like that. But there's still so much that's like... I want to know what the fuck the next fucking... I know they say Phase 5 or Phase 6 or whatever, but what the next saga is going to be, because the Infinity Saga is like all those phases put together. What's the next one going to be? Because they've not really even hinted at it yet.
Well, it's not going to be Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion, even.
Yeah.
X-Men, it might be Civil War again.
Or X-Men versus Avengers. I mean, that was, I suppose that's regarded as good as Civil War was in the comics, but then again, Civil War got shat on. And
big time.
Because he had like 10 characters. Not 300 characters coming at each other.
Well, I mean, they had to not have the Hulk in it because he'd have just won whichever side he was on.
Yeah, but you thought that about Vision, and all he did was fucking laser beam a fucking tower down, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, he did end the fight when he turned up. Do we think Captain America and... No, I always call it Captain America than Winter Soldier because, you know, I thought Falcon was Captain America
and
now.
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That's coming out in like a week.
Yeah, we got... Basically, this week.
Are we reviewing that one again then?
Yeah. You're gonna have to. I did mention to Richard doing a episodic, 10-minute review on the YouTube. Me and Grandad Dick. If you didn't, because I know you would like to just watch it all in one go.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Which would be pretty cool, and then just do a
this
podcast
again
as well.
Yeah.
And then people can be like, you didn't think that when you recorded that one. You thought it was really good, you dickhead.
I mean, it's probably actually a really good like little retrospect actually, because I think if we'd have done it for WandaVision, there'd have been a lot like 4 or 5 episodes where we were all buzzing and what if it were this, what if it were that, and then
Oh yeah, because we've talked loads about theories and stuff, and then I was like, yeah, I
and all
don't
the
like
shit
that
ones
one.
we predicted came true.
Vision's gonna bloop him, mate.
Oh,
But yeah, we'll be doing that for.
You want to be Vision? Do you want to be Vision?
boop him, making Vision.
Boop. Your Vision now.
So yeah, we'll be doing that for the Marvel TV shows at least.
Yeah, because I'm a block watcher rather than a
Weekly
waiter.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except from AEW, I watch that it's the only TV show I watch every week when the ITV app's not fucking up.
Oof.
So I couldn't watch this week's. I wanted to watch it before today so I could talk about it, and I managed to watch the first fucking match.
Oh mate.
I tried watching it like 8 times throughout the day, and it was just like, no, you can only watch this first match. It won't let me fast forward it or pause it or do anything.
With that said,
I gave up.
we'll get onto wrestling news, but let's give it a rating out of 7, shall we?
Shall we? Do you want to do your little summary that you like to do?
I don't even know what to say. I thought it was going to be good. Mate, disappointed me. It was good up to a point,
Yeah,
and then Evan Peters happened.
I think that's the turning
Agatha
point.
happened.
They mentioned Cliff, and it was a random guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
The director basically said it's going to be shit the last episode, so no point watching it.
Shoehorned in characters, poorly paced, ridiculous.
Saying that though,
Stupid dialogue,
look,
DVDs that shouldn't have been there.
released. Yeah,
They would not have had a DVD player.
I enjoyed the Vision. I think he's a standout character in this because he's actually had chance to
be a character.
I
be a
liked him.
character.
I liked him in episode 2 when he was drunk on chewing gum.
Yeah.
If I acted, I liked that. Very farcical.
I just like how Paul Bettany probably didn't have to wear much makeup.
I
He
got,
didn't have his
filming of
sleeve that
this.
one time, did he?
I got a Knight's Tale vibe from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first couple of episodes.
Should watch Wimbledon. He's great in that.
I've seen it.
Should watch it again. I mean, I've seen it about 5 times.
That's too many times.
No.
Um,
Great film.
And I think Jimmy Woo was a standout character as well.
Yes.
Just because he's funny, you know.
I liked them. I liked him actually getting to punch someone,
Yeah.
and I liked the magic trick.
I don't think there's anything I don't like about his inclusion in this series.
I just very forced in again though.
There's so
But
much.
still, I like him as a character.
Yeah, there's so much you could have removed and put in actual meaningful stuff. Like, you know what? You're doing a Hawkeye series. If you're going to mention knowing someone called Cliff, whatever his name is, make it be Hawkeye so you can tie it into the Hawkeye series. Have him turn up with his daughter in the truck because she's going to be the new Hawkeye. And tell him to wait in the truck while he sorts the stuff. And I'm going to go arrest one. Ratings. Come on. I can't do any more.
He's getting angry. I did, just quickly, I liked Scarlet Witch's costume as well.
Oh, yeah. Big fan of that. Big fan. I thought it was cool as shit.
Yeah, ratings. Who wants to go first?
Well, you go first then, I guess.
I would never watch it again.
Oh, you're not making...
I can't. I've got 2 numbers in my head. I can't. I'll go in middle, I guess.
I want to give it 2 ratings if that's all right. I want to do the rating. If you stop watching it after the is it previously on the one where it goes back in time and stuff and that. If you stop watching it there, I'd give it a 5. For if it had a different ending, it could be a 5 or more. If they'd done stuff with it, it could have been better. But I think the ending kind of takes it down to like a 2.5 ish.
I was going to say 2.5.
Out of 7.
Yeah. I hate you both for making. I really enjoyed this.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, well, we
you
had to
both.
do it for the whole of the MCU.
Yeah, well, you were both wrong.
So many films.
We could talk about Endgame, and I'd still love it.
Oh God.
You just
Anyone.
don't know what you're talking about.
Go on, Mr. P. What's your rating?
I can't give it a rating because it's that bad.
Come on.
I get 1.5. I liked the sitcom references. I liked the first 3 episodes, even though it could have been 1 episode.
6
like,
minutes credits, mate.
I felt that they encompassed sitcom acting very well. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, I thought they did really well in the different sitcom styles. The production design was good. It was just shit, wank, shit, wank.
They need to write it better. Make 7 or 8 of the 9 episodes the sitcom stuff where you still don't know what's going off, and make that more drawn out. and then have a lot less MCU bullshit in it.
See, because we know for definite this is just a one-off series. Do you think we're all going to be like that?
I think they will.
The one that I think might not be is Hawkeye.
See,
Just because I don't think they're going to make a solo female Hawkeye film.
no, but they'll be grooming her for her appearances in the MCU film.
Mm.
Yeah, there was going to be a Young Avengers film at some point, for sure.
Who even they put in that?
Scott Lang's kid, Iron
Yeah.
Man's daughter,
Oh, well, they reckon she's just going to be the next Iron Man full stop, isn't
Iron
she?
Man 3 kid.
Yeah.
It's kind of folks.
Wrestling news. Done with WandaVision. We talked that to death. Wrestling. NXT moving to Tuesday.
Wednesday Night War's over. AEW wins.
Yep.
Took 500 and some days or some shit.
Yeah, fuck you, NXT. NXT's still good though. New Japan title unification.
Yes, Kota Ibushi is he was the current IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental, which is like their second biggest kind of belt. They're both now together. He's the first champion of this unified belt.
Nice.
Kota Ibushi's great though. He's a lad.
Joey Ryan women wrestling charity event cancelled.
Joey Ryan, a man who's been accused by multiple women of sexual assault and all this, was the booker on a wrestling for women's charity event. And everyone didn't know this at the time and were like, a bunch of AEW talent was going to be there and they found out and now it's cancelled. It's a bit like if Jimmy Savile did a fun run for kids.
He probably did, didn't he, one day?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But, yeah,
Yeah. Big Show.
Well,
What's he doing in AEW? You thought he's bringing a whole
he's
playing
teased
class?
because AEW Revolution's tonight.
Oh,
You know,
an cage match.
an actual good pay-per-view.
are you watching it?
I'll watch it tomorrow because I'm not paying 20 quid to watch it. Not when I can't watch the fucking app, the bastards. He's teased that a Hall of Fame worthy star is going to be announced tonight on Revolution, and there's lots of speculation going about who it could be.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I'm thinking Kurt Angle, but there's people have said Christian, people are thinking Mark Henry,
CM Punk.
CM Punk possibly, though I don't think it'd happen.
He's been posting loads of training videos recently.
Yeah. But he also tried to be in UFC and got his head kicked in.
What would you do if CM Punk returned and we missed it?
But I'm excited for Revolution, to be fair. It's going to be good to watch actual good pay-per-view wrestling.
I saw did you see Kenny Omega posted a picture of the rules of the exploding barbed wire?
Oh, did he? What's the rules then?
Basically, there's going to be barbed wire around the ropes of a ring, and every time you get chucked into the ropes, an explosion happens, and it's a 30-minute match, and at the end of the 30 minutes, basically the ring's going to explode or some shit. So
I'm excited.
it's going to be good, isn't it?
I mean,
I love Japanese deathmatch stuff. We don't see enough of it. That's why everyone should go and watch CZW. Not IWA Mid-South though, because Ian Rowan's a prick.
I was gonna say AEW is some of the, other than that Edge and Mike Foley match that I've watched.
WrestleMania 22, yeah.
Some of the best wrestling I've watched has been in the AEW show that I watched.
We do need to show you some good WWE as well.
One night.
It's been good at one time, and it's
There's good pay-per-views in every year. It's just they're a lot less now.
But I was gonna say I was leading up to this exploding cage match. No, barbed wire death, whatever it is. Sounds pretty fun.
It does.
It's gonna be good.
If you end up watching it for free, let me know and I'll try and watch it with you.
Yeah, I'll be watching it tomorrow on the less than savoury sites, shall we say?
Oh, okay. That's just dots straight on ITV then.
No.
Anyway, shall we end the podcast?
Is that all the wrestling news?
Yeah, I think. Scroll down. Yeah.
Oh, some fun wrestling news that has come out recently. WWE are fining people for thigh slaps now.
What?
You know they slap the thigh, so when they make like contact with you.
Yeah.
This can't be true.
They're fining people for that apparently now.
That's a part of the job.
Why would they be?
It's
What?
just going to be silent then.
So I'm gonna try and watch like some recent episodes of SmackDown and Raw and stuff to see if I can see if no one's slapping and stuff.
So they want to make it even less realistic.
That's
No.
insane. That's insane. I can't.
Apparently, a company-wide memo's gone out saying, no thigh slapping, we'll fine you even more. You can't go on Twitch either. We'll fine you on that.
How about they just get better cameramen and fucking camera operators, so when they go to kick someone, they don't show them slapping the thigh. So they still have a noise.
I mean, these cameramen are the ones who, like, you know, watch R-Truth walk away with the guy who was supposed to be chasing him.
Oh, the gobbledygooker.
But it's always a wrestler's fault. Fuck me. Right, let's end it. Do you have any shout outs?
My goddaughter's 8th birthday the other day, so
Oh, nice.
shout out to Amelia there. She's 8, man. I feel well old.
Not as old as Grandad Dig.
No, because he's got a wrinkly fucking todge, that lad. So wrinkly.
You don't know. I tried to show
What?
Anthony my backside the other day. He just weren't paying attention. That's not got any wrinkles on it. Smooth. Dump truck like.
Baby's bottom. Wrinkly like an
Neither
old
confirm or
todge.
deny the amount of wrinkles on your bottom. But yeah, fuck you, Seaton.
Fuck you,
Okay,
Seaton.
pricky. We have
Right.
merch stores and stuff, I think.
Yeah,
don't know
merch in the
I don't
merch
know
and
what's
room.
in the said merch stores at the moment.
Steak pics.
Just dick pics.
Mm.
Wrinkly ones.
Right.
You tell
Stay
Jason
fresh.
to unfollow, so when someone else follows, he can get the prize.
Not sending it to America, mate. I'm not made of cash. We'll put a little disclaimer at the bottom. Has to be in Nottinghamshire.
Workshop based.
Well, you just put their address in the. Are you all right, mate?
No, I'm not. I've not eaten in 24 hours. I'm very hungry.
Right, stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Stay fury.
Take a ride on some little pony. Come take a ride on some little pony. Please take a ride on some little pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.